You know that song? I was expecting a sting or something then for some reason. You know that song, He's Got the Whole World in His Hands? Well, I have this morning for my early bird. Now, I need to warn you, we have got loads of these, but whenever we bring you a panel like this, it flies out. Are you ready? Good morning, by the way. I forgot to say that. Good morning. Are you ready? There you go. Special price, special price, special price, special price. Isn't it gorgeous? $7.99. It's 100% cotton, panel of the world. Now, we know that you love these. We know that you absolutely adore these. And I bet you any money this is going to fly out the door so quickly. Isn't it lovely? Now, I know I'm standing over here because all the lights are out on the desk for the first show and everything, but are we able to go close up on it? Bring camera 4 round. Ooh. I'm not quite sure. Oh, there's camera 4 up there. Keep going through, keep going through. It's $7.99. It's a gorgeous panel. I can't read the graphics from here at all, so I have no idea. It's 140 by about 90, is it? 75. Never was. There you go. Well done. That's camera 4. It's Jodgerin, not me. £7.99. It's your early bird special price. I don't know what else to do. My arms are hurting. I haven't been to the gym for nearly a year, and I can tell, can't you? No, what do you mean you're joking? Oh, pfft. Anyway, keep going through. I feel a bit weird standing all the way over here in the corner on my own. Nobody puts Johnny in the corner. There you go, a quarter of the stock have gone already. Quarter of the stock have gone already. And it's only 2 minutes past 8, look. Oh, oh hang on. It's because we haven't warmed. Anyway, here you go. I didn't warm up for the early bird this morning. It's been hectic this morning, I can't tell you. Keep going through, though, for that. Keep going through. What I'll do is, if there's any left later, I will show it again later when I'm at the desk so we can go around the countries and things like that. Oh, it might sell out. At this rate, it might sell out. Oh, there you go. There you go. I've done it. Sorted it. This is where the shelf falls off now, isn't it? Also, I'm a bit miffed because I brought a lovely floral shirt in to wear today and it's too tight. It must have shrunk in the wash. So I've had to put one of my fat shirts on today. You can't tell. I've just got it covered by the map of the world. You might as well make something out of it because we can't go visiting it, can we? Oh, now that arm's gone. There you go, there you go. Keep going through. It's only $7.99. 100% cotton. It's a panel. If you buy 2, they don't come joined together, but why would you want them joined together? What are you going to make out of it? Oh, would you? Hannah would do a centre of a quilt and then embroider a little star of all the places she's been to visit. I would make... well, I seem to remember when we were saying course, we made a really lovely laptop case out of something like this, didn't we? I haven't got a laptop, so it'd be a waste of time. I'd have to gift it. Oh, we're doing a close-up on Europe now. Oh, no, there's Africa there. Keep going through there. It's only $7.99. It's beautiful. I love the colours. Gorgeous colours. That's not number 1, though, is it? That's number... What number is that there? That's 2, isn't it? What? Half the stock's gone now. Literally minutes past 8 o'clock and half the stock's gone. We had loads of these. I'll put it up straight for you now. There you go. What else can I tell you? It's a map of the world. It's on cotton. It's beautiful colours. What are you going to make out of it? Can't read your messages, so don't tell me. Keep going through for that. They're not sold out yet. They're not sold out. We're going to do the menu because my arms are hurting. Right, here is today's jam-packed menu. Right, so coming up today, we have got Native Lighting with Claire Donnelly. She's here, ready to go, all covered in butterflies. Not real ones, obviously. Then, what we got after that? We've got, and we've got the exclusive one back in stock. We've got the exclusive lamp back in stock. Then we've got the Stone Roses quilt. No, it's not. Now, I said they were heavy metal yesterday, didn't I? And apparently I'm wrong. They're not heavy metal, Stone Roses. Anyway, we've got the most gorgeous, gorgeous quilt that Wendy Orlando's going to show us how to make. We've got a bundle for that, and we've got the pattern on its own. Then at 10 o'clock, we've got fabulous fabrics. We've got beautiful fabrics at 10 o'clock. Brand new school days, and we've got that, you know, my favourite, the vegetable stall and everything. Got loads of those. Then at 11 o'clock, we've got Bergelot bag. Oh, actually, I'll show. Oh, there it is. Is that the one? That's one. Well, that's the Dizzy one. You can make that out of the leftovers. That one's made out of the leftovers. That's not a Bergelot. Did we see the picture of the quilt? Sorry, I was too busy putting my lamps up. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. No, that's fine. And the 12 o'clock Yarn Lane. Adventures in Crafting. We're doing Spring Flowers Punch Needle with Sam Sabido. So much going on. Right, now, you can get in touch several ways. Would you like to email? You can email. If you email, they go straight through to Hannah. There you go. Terry says good morning. Glennie says morning. Sue says morning. Eyes are very bleary this morning. What, mine or yours? Margaret Sin says hello. Sharon, what's the matter? There you go. Derek says good morning. I'll have a damp wardrobe like that where everything shrinks. Karen says good morning. Hayley says good morning. She called me Scott. Pam Minihani. Jackie says hello, John, Hannah and Emma. Good morning, says John, says Judith. Claire says good morning. Never fat, only cuddly. I wish. Anyway. Should we start? No, email. That's what we're showing. Well, that's a funny angle. Email. That's what we're showing. Studio at, so is that my camera now for the whole hour then? No, it's fine. Studio at sewingstreet.com is the email. You can send a message on Facebook Live, which is the one I read out here, next to me here. Angie's just come in as well. Back to normal now. You can do the Facebook message. Have you done that one? There you go, Sewing Street TV. Or you can send a message to the website. Now what you need to do is go to the website, click on Watch the Show Live. There you go. And then, oh, that's you, Hannah. You have to click on that one. There you go. There's a little box on the right-hand side there, which says send a message to the studio. You write your message down there, and you send it through. And they're the ones that appear in the little white boxes at the bottom of the set. But while we're there, just scroll down the, there's the early bird. These are the pre-order. Everything from today's show is all on there for the next 4 hours, because it's just the sewing. There's the new fabrics. Just the Sewing Street product there. That's new, and that's new Japanese fabric there. Umbrellas from above. Gorgeous. There's so much. Look at that. All of that in today's show just in 4 hours. My voice is going already. Right, let's make a start. Shall we make a start? Hang on, let's see who else is messaged in. Angie says hello. Julie says hello. Susan says hello. It's dark and cold in Derbyshire. Kate says good morning from a dull Guernsey. And Bernie says morning, John Scott and all. Right, let's say hello to Claire, who is the owner of Native Lighting. She's somewhere over there behind the lamps. There she is. Morning.
Good morning, John.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Been a bit chaotic this morning.
It always is when I come.
Yeah, well, actually, I wasn't going to say that. It's not like that normally. Oh, wait. I've got some news, exciting news. Right. You know, I nearly said the John Scott exclusive. It's not a John Scott exclusive, Sewing Street exclusive. This gorgeous lamp, right? Now, Claire had supplied some of them to us, and she came in this morning, she went, why haven't we got the exclusive lamp on? And we haven't got any. Well, anyway, they've been checked in. They are now available on pre-order. We will go through the lamp later on, but they are now underneath me on pre-order. If you refresh your pre-order page, they will appear. They will appear. But we're not starting with that. We'll come to that in a second. Right, Claire. First of all, who are Native Lighting?
So Native Lighting are a new lighting company. Well, we've been around for 18 months, so
Right.
not brand new.
Okay.
We sell into lots of different sectors, but our big love is crafting.
Right.
And there is lots of crafting lights out on the market, but there's not very many that have taken into account all of the things that sewers have told me that they need. And some of the things are the really big goosenecks to be able to be flexible, to have lamps that they can use in different settings, so thinking about the ergonomics of how they all work, and making sure that they've got that right daylight technology when they're working.
So that's all the science, right? That's all the science, but I like the fact that a lot of them come in black as well, and I quite like... Oh, it's there. I quite like the lovely black lamps. We'll go through all of that in a second. But now the first one we're going to do, how you're going to get to it, I don't know, is that gorgeous big... Now, I've never seen that before. I've seen it in the corner of the studio here, but I've never seen it before. So that big one over in the corner, that's what we're going to do first.
Okay, right. So maybe we just move
Yeah.
a few of the ones that we're not
Sorry,
going
we've
to
crowded
do.
you in there with so much product.
That's okay. So this is the Chameleon magnifier.
Right.
So this is a big magnifier if you're going to be working on sort of big projects, dressmakers, if you're making a big quilt and you want to be able to sort of cover a large area of light and also be able to magnify at
Right.
the same time.
Yeah.
It's got a very long reach.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
if you had a big cutting table, you could have it on the far end of your
Yeah.
table because it's going to reach right the way across.
So as
Isn't
you can see, you know, obviously it can come really far. So you've
Yeah.
got that going back.
It's almost, now don't take this the wrong way, it's almost like, you know, in an operating theatre, the big
Yeah.
light that's above you.
Yeah.
That's what it, and I don't want you to be frightened by that, but it feels like it's there to do a purpose and it's really going to fulfill its
And you know,
purpose.
they need a very good light because they're doing very intricate
Yes.
things, and quite often the crafts are very intricate, and you need to really be able to see clearly. So you've got if I just twist that round there, you've
Yeah.
got the cover.
Oh, it comes off completely.
Just
that's
comes off
good.
completely. And then you've got your on and off button up here.
Okay.
So you just switch that on.
Oh, wow.
And then here you've got a little eye, which gives you all the different colours.
Yeah.
So again, you've got warm light, cool light and daylight. And so if you just change through those there, and then you've also got the brightness
Oh, yeah, I can
levels
see it changing.
as well. So you just tap it,
Yeah.
and then you've got your different, your cool light, warm light and daylight.
Yeah,
there.
perfect.
And then if you just tap it again on the other side, and then you get 3 brightness levels for each colour.
Fantastic.
You can also turn the head.
Let's blind everyone at home
Yep.
with the bright light.
So depending on how you want to, you can have it up, you just loosen the nut here, you can have it up as well. So it's really flexible as well.
Brilliant, yeah.
The magnification on it is 1.75 times.
Okay.
So obviously that magnifies really quite strongly as well. So I can maybe just show you some beads or
Yes.
some text underneath. Maybe text probably is going to be a bit easier.
Okay,
I
now
think.
can we twist it so that the upsize camera can see through? Is that the one you're going to use? Which one are you going to use? Okay, just push it because we're going to come to do the camera above you there.
Okay.
So let's just push that. Oh, you can see straight away. There's enough just from your fingers,
Just-
right?
yeah.
Okay.
And there we go. We can see.
Oh, hang on. There you go. Okay, so what do you need to do, Elliot? So can you do it flat? Can
Flat.
you do the thing completely flat?
Yeah.
That's it. And then the camera
And
will be
then
above.
just-
There you go. There
can
you
see
go.
there.
And how's it fastened to the table? Sorry, I'm looking.
So it comes with a clamp.
Yep.
And all of our lamps that have clamps, they also have little cushion pads inside them so that it doesn't harm any of the furniture that you're going to clamp to.
Yeah, of course.
And the depth of the clamp is about this, but it will also go to just a centimetre as well.
Oh, okay, so any table.
Any surface really that they will clamp to.
Mm-hmm. I've got a nice message already. Let's have a quick. Here we go. Barada bought the Sage Street lamp and I love it. Using it on my desk while working from home as well as sewing and crafts from Debs in Mid Glamorgan.
Ah.
So that's the exclusive. That's the exclusive one. I take it you've got that one. This one's proving to be very popular, the big one, because it's a proper working light.
It's a
isn't
proper-
it? You wouldn't
it's a
have it.
proper working
Well,
lamp.
I was going to say you wouldn't have it in your lounge, but it's brilliant if you're sitting reading. And I don't know this. Like as soon as the light goes a little bit, this is me. This is my eyesight. I'm fine in normal light like this and everything, but as soon as we get to dusk,
Yeah.
I find my eyes are really, really struggling. And sometimes I don't want the big light on in the lounge or everything like that. But something like that, if I'm reading a book
Yeah.
and sitting in my favourite chair on the sofa or anything, something like that over the top would just be fantastic. First of all, if you just use it as a lamp, not using
yeah.
it as the magnifier, but also to then use it as a magnifier. If you need
I think
it.
that's what's the beauty of this really is that obviously if you purchase one and you want it for your craft and then you think, well, actually I need a better light for reading, you can just pop your lid on
Yes.
and then you've just got a really brilliant light for using for other things as well.
Also, Hannah always gets very stressed with these magnifying lamps because she's worried the sun's going to come in through the window.
Yeah.
She went on a health and safety course, so she knows
Yeah.
these things.
So yeah, obviously you have to be careful that you don't get the sunlight on them.
Well,
so
no,
obviously
but
you've
that's
got the
brilliant because
cover.
when you're not using the magnifier, you put the top back on it.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to worry about it at all.
No.
Because my house, like the sun's in different. I have to think about like my kitchen. It's south facing, but then it moves around during the day,
Yeah.
and it kind of in the morning it's over there, and so you don't have to worry about wherever the sunlight is.
No.
You put your top on, and it's all safe.
then-
And how compact will it? If I'm not using
If you're not
and I just
using
want
it,
to,
so yeah. So what we do is you can bring it down like
Yeah.
that, and then obviously you can just put. Then you can actually
Oh.
twist the head round
yeah.
to the side, and then you could just pop it away like that. So
Oh, perfect. So
yeah.
it doesn't, when you're not using it, it doesn't take up a big amount of space.
Can you see that? Just move that one out of the way.
Yeah.
Then
There
you
you
can
go.
see a bit better there.
So that one, you see, I think that's really good value, $137.99. It might be more than you think, oh, I'm going to spend on a lamp, but actually, for the size and the power and the magnification and everything like that, I
Yeah.
just think it's brilliant. Now, that one only comes in white. I was saying earlier they come in black and white. That one only comes in white, doesn't it?
It does,
one.
that one, yeah.
Actually, I can understand why, because I think if it was in black, it might be too, not heavy, as in heavy-handed, but
Yeah,
just, it might be too much black.
it's quite a big area
Yeah,
that
and
would
with it
be
being
black.
white, it's
yeah.
kind of reflective,
Yeah.
isn't it? Things like that. What's the matter, Han? Oh, yes. And you only pay the normal P&P. You don't pay extra P&P at all. So if you buy that, you still only pay your $3.95 postage packaging. Does that come from us or does it come from
That
you?
comes directly from me.
From you?
Yeah.
So as soon as your order goes through, you'll package it up
Yep,
and send it out.
and then send them out directly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And what a lot of people have been asking us is we don't need to know where they come from, but you've got the lamps that people are buying from us are here. We haven't got to wait for them to come from another country.
They're in my warehouse.
Yes. So like when I was, a friend of mine's written a book and all her books were stuck in a thing in Folkestone. And you were
Yeah.
saying earlier,
Yeah.
you've got something stuck in Folkestone or had something stuck in Folkestone.
It was the exclusive lamp that you just showed.
Oh, well, okay then.
And it got here yesterday.
Yeah, so that's why we thought we hadn't got it today, because it only arrived yesterday. And we've brought it's on pre-order now, but it's literally we're working that tight sort of thing. We can't sell anything until either we have it in our warehouse or you have it in your warehouse.
Yeah.
So it's like Elna. It's like Elna and Juki. We can't sell you a sewing machine that's still in China and then wait for it to come from China. We can only sell things that are in the warehouse. So these lights are either in our warehouse here, just around the corner in Redditch, or they're in your warehouse, which is in
Northamptonshire.
Northamptonshire. So there you go. Okay. Shall we move on to the next one then? Just have a quick look for messages here. Oh, hang on. Derek says, on Monday I took delivery of my large ring light from Native Lights. Very easy to set up. Wow, it's bright and so variable in tone and strength. Used it for my Monday evening sing-alongs. That's Derek. If you go to Sing Along in the Borders, he does all the songs from the shows and everything. Katie says, good morning. Donna says, good morning. Glennis says, I've ordered my lamp and I've got my early bird fabric. Christine just, oh no, and Katie's telling her friend, Christine, look. Don't know what she's looking at. There you go. Right, where are we going now then? Floor lamps.
Okay. And
So-
me or you?
You go first and then I'll do the black.
Okay. Right.
Now, before you start, these do come in the two colours. These come in the black and the white. You're going to see the white one first of all, and I've got the black one here. Now, these come directly from you, don't they?
These ones come directly from me. Yes.
These are gorgeous, right? These are gorgeous because not only... It's a sewing machine in your way.
Disappeared.
Yeah, she's disappeared for the time being. Do you want me to get rid of that sewing machine?
We can, yeah, probably. Let me just push it over there. And
There you go.
Then I
That's
can
fine,
pull it
that's
back
fine,
when we
that's
need
fine.
it. Right.
Right,
Okay,
so-
right.
Go on then.
So
I'm going to bring mine up on the desk like this. There you go.
Okay, so this is a lamp that is brilliant for if you are working in a sofa. However, if you work at a table as well, it's so light, as you can see, where you've just lifted it onto the table, you can move it around.
The one that's in the graphic is the white one you're seeing over. And the graphics, the black one, are going to come in now. Now, we'll talk about the lamp in a minute, but you see, let me show you this black one, right? So you've got your base here, which is a lovely solid base, but it's not too heavy, is it? So the cat's not going to knock it over, you're not going to knock it over, but you can lift it. It's perfectly liftable like that, right? You get this lovely, lovely, long, slender, elegant post. Then up here, which I'll get Claire to show you in a minute, are the controls. But then look at this gooseneck, right? Look at this. This one sold out last time Claire was here. Look at it. You can bend it, you can knot it, you can do whatever you want to. And I can't stand it upright because it will go out of your shot. But what I need to tell you about is the whole of this is your LED light bulb here. And do you know what I look a bit weird in that one. What I would love, I want these at home and I want them going uplighting on, oh no, I won't go. I can uplight it on the wall. I just think it'd be beautiful. That's the black one I like, right? But can you now tell us how it works, how the buttons work?
No problem. So you've got the controls here. So you've got the power button there, which you switch on.
Hang on a sec, we'll just come round to you now. Oh, we've got to let this camera's got to work its way round to you, but...
Okay, so just do...
Oh. They have minds of their own, our cameras at the moment.
So you've got the power button there.
Right.
And then underneath that, you've got the colour button.
Yeah.
So that's where you change it to get all your different colour temperatures. So you've got your warm light, cool light, daylight. This one's actually got 5 colour temperatures.
Oh, wow.
So you just keep going through until you find the colour that works for you. Because although daylight is very important when you're dressmaking, some people find that with their eyes, maybe daylight is a little bit too much, so they maybe want to just come down a little bit, so to the one before.
And there's a real distinct, I'm just doing this because it's right in my face.
Yeah, sorry.
That's right. Some lamps you get,
yeah,
and you press it and you go, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, and you're like, is it?
Can't see the difference, yeah.
I really saw the difference when you were doing that because it was coming straight towards me.
Yeah, so if we just scroll through them again.
So they're the 5 different, there's 5 different colours.
They're
not colours even, are they?
It's called colour temperature. That's how you measure light. It's in kelvins. So if you were looking for a daylight, that would be 5,500, 6,500. And then all the other ones sort of go gradually further down. Depending on what you're looking for. And then the next one is brightness, and each colour setting has got 5 brightness levels.
So you've actually got 25 settings then
25
in total. So you've got the 5 different colours
yeah,
and the 5 different levels in each colour.
Yeah. So that gives you, so basically, so many people have got maybe an eye condition and things like that. So when you've got that many colours, you're always going to find a setting that is going to work with your eyes. And also, when you're using one of our lights, it means that you can carry on crafting in comfort for much longer. Sometimes people craft well into the early hours of the morning, not realising what the time is.
No, exactly. And I don't want to talk about getting old, but as we get older, our eyes do... they get tired, don't they?
Sometimes people think, oh, I need a magnifier. But sometimes you actually just need a good light to be able to see how you're working. It also comes with a remote control as well. So there's the black one, obviously, if you get the black lamp, and the white one if you get the white lamp.
And what you can switch it on and off and do all the things you did by pressing the button.
It's actually got more things on the remote control that you can do as well.
So what can you do then?
So you've got timers, so you can set... Yeah.
You see, my neighbours laugh at me because when I lived in London, all my lights were on timers because if I wasn't there, I didn't want burglars to know, right? So I moved to where I live now. And first of all, I lock my door, and they all think that's weird that I lock my door. But I have lights in every room going on and off, on and off. I love a timer.
So we've got 60 seconds and 10 minutes. So say if you go to bed and you're like, I only want to allow 10 minutes for reading, then you can obviously set your timer. You've then got your brightness settings and your colour settings. So you just either minus
just move to the right a little bit. Sorry. Just move your head to the right. That's it, perfect.
So then you've got the minus and the plus brightness and the minus and the plus colour. Then if you say wanted to set it at 20%, 50% and 100%, so you can just automatically press those buttons.
Brilliant.
And then again, you've got warm light, cool light, and then there's a mixture of the other lights down
And so you
there.
get a white one if you buy the white lamp, and you do the black one if you get
buy
the
the
black
black
lamp.
lamp.
Right, I need you to do me a favour. Right. Okay, there are fewer than 20 of the white ones now available, and they're brand new in again today. Just twist it around. I mean, pretend that quilt behind you on the wall is in your house.
We'll light it up.
And you just need to, you know what I mean? You could. The thing is, you could.
Let me just go.
Oh, you're right, and you haven't got enough. But you could use it to light pictures. You could use it to light up the wall, or if you put it on the softest light, on the softest setting, it could be like an ambient bit of romance going on in the room. Couldn't it?
That's on the cool light, and then if you can see that, can you see?
Oh, bring the lights down. Bring the lights down. So there you go.
That's changing.
Is that the romance? Is that as on a romance? Oh, you got the great big light, big boy light next onto it.
Other way.
Yeah.
So there we go. If we go through the different colours, then I think when the lights are low, you can really see how it's changing the colour of the quilt
look.
behind you there.
Yeah, exactly. Also, if you think about colour matching, just going through the different colours there, Hannah's saying how different those fabrics will look under the different lights.
That's exactly it. And it's also, that's when the daylight one really comes into play. So particularly if you're working with, say, navies and blacks, and, you know, when you're not working in a very good light, everything looks the same. And then obviously when you then get the daylight from a normal
and also
natural
your
light.
stitching will be the, you know what I mean, like on the telly we try and stitch black things in white so people at home can see it, but at home you're going to be stitching black to black with a black thread.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I quite like the lighting at that. Can we not just leave it at that level? It was quite nice.
It was quite nice like that.
So 116.99. This is the black one, which I adore, and then the white one over there that Claire's got. Okay, so let's have a quick look at this again. So I haven't got my tape measure. Do you know how tall that is?
Well, I don't actually off the top of my head.
But
so many.
the thing is, it doesn't matter because you can move it. Look at this. Am I plugged in? Let me see if I'm hang on. Oh, I'm not plugged in. Where have I put my plug? The black one last time absolutely flew out. We're in our teens for the black one now. Hang on, I knew I'd got a plug here. Hang on. And you get your remote controller as well. There we go, there we go, there we go. Would help if I had my power. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, Elliot. Well, hang on. Elliot's just going to come in and measure it. Don't touch it though, Elliot. Go on, you have to come in and measure it because I can't. You can't give me the... This is Elliot. Don't touch the light. Don't touch the light. Just measure it. Right, so how much is it to the top of the...
Some of it.
Yeah.
38 inches.
38 inches up to there. Okay, thank you.
98 centimetres.
Oh, 98
And then obviously you've got the extra.
And then
of
you've
the neck.
also got... I just didn't want him to touch it.
Yeah.
That was all. The whole of that, which is almost the same length
same
as that again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, but look. I said, when Claire was in last time, I said, where'd you put this when you're not using it? I mean, I'm being totally rough with this one, but look, it does all this, doesn't it? Because she said, not it. And I was like, look, I'll bring that down for you. Look. It's, I mean, I don't know how, and you don't need to tell me, but that's one of the most pliable goosenecks I've ever come across.
Yeah, I mean, you do have to be quite careful with goosenecks.
Oh.
Because obviously they can go a little bit floppy.
Oh,
so that's why we've sort of designed these to have a much stronger metal in them.
Oh, so these aren't going to go floppy?
No. So that's what I'm saying. So we've designed them so that they don't, and that the metal of them is very strong and very versatile and flexible as well.
It is. And also, can I just say, normally on a gooseneck, you can feel, I don't want to call it the vertebrae, but you know, like on a gooseneck, they're normally... You can feel the ridges.
Feel it inside.
That's as smooth
that's all
as
smooth.
anything, isn't it?
And that's what stops it from going floppy, really.
Oh, okay.
With keeping the plastic around it very tight as well.
Yeah. I've got a lovely message, apparently, from Julie. Let's have a look. Morning, John and Claire. Great lineup today. Your shirt was great to see the different... your shirt was great to see the different colours. Have a great day from Julie in Gloucestershire. Thank you, Julie, my lovely. There's such a range, isn't there? Such a big range. I think these would be beautiful in your, not as a work lamp, but in your. So with I mean, it will fulfill. There it is, right? You could fulfill your work needs with this as well. But I think they're so beautifully designed that they could be in your sitting room, your dining room. Oh, yes, in your dining room. When you're having a dinner party, have a few of them all just up against the wall and everything. Could be gorgeous.
That's what we wanted to create, because I felt that the crafting lights that were currently in the market were maybe a little bit big and clumpy and looked like they were there for a purpose and a work light, whereas now we've tried to make them sort of look more sleeker, more designed, so that they can do the functionality that you need when you're crafting, but also to be able to use them in your everyday life as well.
Right, okay. Now, if you're thinking, do you know what, I'd love that, but does it come as a table lamp? Well, yes, it does. And you nearly didn't have these today as well, so I'll just put that one down on the floor there. Have you got a white tape? Have you got the white?
I have,
version?
yes.
No?
I just need to plug it in.
Oh, the white one's on almost on single figures, Hannah's saying. But look how gorgeous this could look in your home. Now, it's a clamp on the side of a table. Again, the clamp will go from very wide to very narrow. It has got soft squidgy things inside, so you're not going to ruin a table. You're not going to ruin, if you're going to put it on a really beautiful coffee table or something in your lounge, it's not going to ruin the table. It's going to look after the table. Yeah, the floor lamp cannot be made into a table lamp. Unless it's a very tall table. Yeah. But you can't take a pole out of the floor lamp to create this. This is almost, can you see it? Right, there you go. So, imagine this is the same as that other lamp, but without the bit that goes to the floor. So this is where it starts here. And then you've got your control panel here. And then you've got that beautiful, I mean, imagine how gorgeous that could look in your house. Do you know what I mean? Look, let me switch it on. There you go. Look, I'm just showing the different colours there and the different... Bring the lights down, Elliot. Thank you. Disco, yeah? Well, you have to pay... The person who's most unpopular can sit in the corner pressing the button like this, so that'll be me. Not just crafting copies. Hannah's dad does model making. Oh, do you know Emma Bradford's Mikey? He does painting of those little metal soldiers, doesn't he? This would be brilliant for him. I just think they're gorgeous. This black one, I definitely have in the house because I just think it's so elegant. And even the paddle at the top here, very, very... look. Not only does the neck move, but so does the top. That one squeaks a bit. But how beautiful is that? You see, that could look like... Well, anyway. So I've got it in the black, in the lounge, but in the workroom, we've got it in the white.
Yes,
well, you don't have to have it, but... the white one in the by your sewing machine.
Yes, I mean this is a lamp that works really well with the sewing machines because of the length of the gooseneck. Yeah. You can obviously position it anywhere around the sewing machine. So depending if you want to have it at the front, or some people have it behind and flood the light at the back of the sewing machine. So as you can see, when you're sort of like...
Yeah, I think these are brilliant if you've got a sewing machine that might be a little bit older. Because if you think of some of the sewing machines now, they have like 17 lights on them going this. But if you've got your old faithful sewing machine, it's going to have one light bulb just underneath the throat, isn't it? Whereas this, you're going to be able to light every single thing that you're working on. Got a quick question. Is it going in the white box? Going in the white box. Oh, look, you get your own graphic down there. Hello, can you tell me how long the bulbs last and can you replace them, from Susan in Kent?
So all of our lights are LED, and so you don't replace LEDs.
Oh, don't you?
No, you don't replace LEDs because they're a sealed unit inside all of the lights. So they last up to 40,000 hours, which if you use that for 8 hours a day, that works out about 24 years. Oh. So I think probably most people are going to want a new design before they decide their lamps.
Well, I think I'll be dead in 24 years. Right, okay, so what happens then? Do these come with a warranty?
Yep, so if there's any issues, any of the LEDs stop working, then obviously they just contact you, and then we have a 2-year guarantee, and then obviously we would just replace the light.
Okay, but they can get in touch with you.
Yep.
And you'll sort it. Well, you'll discuss it with them of what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Now, LED doesn't use as much electricity either, does it?
No, they're low energy and low heat as well.
So this isn't going to get hot.
No,
matter if you had it on for 8 hours, would it even be a bit warm?
No, they don't.
And it uses less electricity, low energy.
Uses electricity.
But you'd think low energy, low light.
Yes, but no, definitely not.
Yes, I've got one in my downstairs toilet. Is that LED, and you switch it on, and it starts off, and it's dull, and it takes for ages and ages and ages. And they say they last for 10 years. Pfft, do they? Unless I use my toilet more than most people, but they don't, do they? Right. Kerry from Living in Loveliness is watching, by the way.
Oh,
and she
hi,
says,
Kerry.
hello, Elliot.
Oh.
We're ignored. She went, oh, hello, Elliot. We've just been talking about you, Kerry. Right, I do what? Yeah. Good morning, Claire and John. I wouldn't be without my light. I love the gooseneck, especially when I'm sitting at the sofa sewing or doing diamond arts with my children. Make a huge difference. That's Kerry from Living in Loveliness. Okay, right. Now, I haven't got one of these. This one. Isn't this one a Chameleon Mini?
That's right.
That's not what you just read out, Hannah. Oh, okay, yeah. Table clamp magnifier. That's right. So she's renaming them as we go along. So I'm just going to put that one down there. So now again, I've got the black one, and you've got the white one.
I've got the white one.
What's the unique selling point of this one then?
Okay, so this is a much smaller magnifier than obviously the one we looked at the beginning, depending on what your crafts are and what you require it for. This one is also USB powered. So if you're going to be using it with your sewing machine, then you
That's
can...
one of the... I'm going to show you white one. That's this.
Yeah.
That's one of these. So it doesn't come with a plug.
They do come with a plug as well.
Oh, as well.
Yeah, so
Right.
it gives you the versatility of being able to plug it into your sewing machine, plug it into a laptop if you're working with patterns, things like that, or to put the plug on the end that comes with it. Or
it
a
does
battery.
come with one. Oh,
Comes
okay,
with a
fine.
plug.
So is it like that? Is it one of those?
Yes.
Yeah. So it comes with a plug like this. The graphics for the white one are in at the moment, not this one, the white one. Oh, okay. Of my lamp or your lamp? Oh, okay, don't worry. We'll bring the white graphics in a second. It's all a bit chaotic today. There's something going on. I don't quite know what's going on this morning. So you do get your plug and your USB. So you can plug it into a USB station if you want to, or you can plug it into this and plug it. So I've only got normal electric plugs. I don't want these posh houses with
the USB
the USBs above it.
Yeah.
But nice. Well, now, is that the length? How
No,
long's the...
so this is the cable. The cable's actually attached to the lamp.
Yes, of course,
this
yeah.
one. And this one has got the controls on the actual cable.
Oh, yeah, I was looking at it thinking, this one doesn't light up. This one doesn't light up. So on the... Oh, this one looks posh.
So, yeah.
Can you see? Can you get a close-up of that, please? There you go. There you go. It's coming in now. So what's on that little...
So that's where your
box?
controls are. So you've got
Right.
your on and off.
Yeah.
And then again, you've got your different colour light settings. So
Is that the two little arrows?
That's the little arrows,
Yeah.
yeah. So you've got your warm light, cool light and daylight again.
Yep.
So you can see them changing through there. And then you've got your plus and your minus button again for your brightness levels.
Perfect.
So
the light on this one, can I show you on mine, is in here, look. It's all in there, in that circle, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's your magnifying glass. And that glass.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And then I like that because the light is in that kind of... I'll just face it down so it's not so good for you at home and everything. But I just want to show the Oh, there you go. Let me put my... There you go. What's the magnification on this one?
They're 1.75.
Is that the average?
We do have another one that's 3 times,
Ooh.
but average is 1.75
0.75.
really. When some people do use 3 if they are working on really, really tiny, intricate details, very tiny beads or very small stitches. But 1.75 times is normally plenty, really.
Yes, of course. I've got my... got a bit of cross stitch to show here. So this is one Hannah picked for you. It's called My Flowery Chicken. But look, if you need to look at your chart, look, how brilliant is that? Look. I'm just showing that so you can see the difference in my fat fingers there, my fat fingers there. Okay, now, if I need to see the right colours, you know, like, because we were saying earlier, which is the best light setting
Daylight
to look at
setting.
pure colours?
Daylight.
And if I look at it, is daylight the white one or is daylight the yellowy one?
No, the daylight's the whiter looking one. The yellowy one is what they call warm light.
Okay.
Then cool light, where you've got a bit of a blueness in it. And
Oh,
then,
so that there is my...
yeah,
that's warm.
That's warm. That's cool, and that's daylight.
So that's the one I want
Yeah.
then. So if I have that light and I bring my threads in there... There you go. Look, I mean, the purity, you can see, well, if you're having to, especially on cross stitch, because sometimes they don't come sorted like that. And sometimes you need to, there's 3 or 4 different blues and you need to find the right blue. Well, look at that. Oh, that's a nice shot, isn't it? And if you're trying to separate the strands, you know, when you get your thread like that, and then you have to split it because there's 6 threads in there, aren't there? And you need to thread it 3 and 3 or 2, 2, 2. Oh, then this would be perfect for that. Okay, the white one's in single figures. White one's in single figures. And the black one, what? Fewer than 20. Fewer than 20 of the black one. Excellent.
The other thing that's quite good about them as well is that these fold down very, very neat.
Yes.
So that one will obviously go like that, and then obviously that's not taking up very much space either.
Who did we have in yesterday? Yvonne Macadamia Nuts was in yesterday. I don't know if you're watching it, and she'd just done her her daughter had done her nails. How brilliant would this be for doing nails?
Lots of
because
people use it
we
for
can't
nails.
get to the nails.
No.
Well, I don't have my nails done, but excuse me, we can't get to the nail salons or anything like that. And
No.
even cutting mine with a clipper, I have to be at the back door in the bright sunlight with my glasses on. With that, you could just do it so easily at home, couldn't you? Fantastic. That's a really, really lovely light, that one. They are both now incredibly limited. Both of them incredibly limited now.
They are also an exclusive to Sewing Street, these.
Didn't say that on my piece of paper. Is it on your piece of paper, Hannah? Oh, it says it on the graphic. I should have read the graphics.
And they're not going to be available again until April. So.
Oh, that important. Okay, so now is that all of them or just this one?
That's just these 2.
So once these have sold that we've got in stock here, you don't get them till April. So we won't get them till April. Right. Okay. So how many of the white ones are there? There are 8 white ones. Once those 8 have gone, there will be no more until April. We're only in January. No more till April, right? Oh, there you go. The white ones are in the box. And then the black one that I've got here, there's a few more of the black ones, I'm thinking. Oh, only 14, though. There were 25 a minute ago. Only 14 of the black ones. And I'm not adding any undue pressure. Oh, I promise you, I'm not adding any undue pressure. It's not your fault or our fault. This is what's happening with the world.
Unfortunately, yeah.
What's happening in the world. They'll be in a container somewhere. It's not like we can't get them or anything like that. Well, we can't get them, but it's not like you haven't tried to get them. It's the way of the world.
Yeah.
Right, let's do the other Sewing Street exclusive now then. Let me just unplug that one. This one's not plugged in because we didn't think we had it, but I will plug it in for you now. This is the one I thought was the Sewing Street. Now, this sold out last time we were in,
It did, yeah. Both times. It's been on 2 shows.
Oh,
and sold out both times.
I've only done it once. Right, literally, when we looked at the sheet yesterday, Hannah went, oh, they're not in, they're not here. So when Claire arrived, she went, they are here, sort it, like that, didn't you? Sort it. Anyway, Hannah sorted it, God love her. And so we've now got this, right? But now, this... We've got a certain amount. That's it then, isn't it?
Again, it's probably March time that I'm going to be able to get these again.
Okay, and also it can't be a Sewing Street exclusive forever.
No, so basically these were 2 new lamps that came in, and I just really wanted to feel the market. So I thought, well, let me ask Sewing Street if they'd like to trial them.
Perfect.
They're obviously being very popular, so obviously we've now decided to.
Well,
go
they've sold
ahead
out
and
twice.
Sold out twice.
When today's have got right, I'm going to show you this first of all. It's got a clamp on here now. Some of you don't like a clamp like this. Can I just say to you, this is a brilliant. This clamp goes from really, really narrow, but look at this, right? To really right, but look at the soft rubber. Are they rubber? Those,
yeah.
In there. So whatever table you put it on, like this is going on a great big thick these are quite thick, but it could go on your dining table.
Yeah, it
anything
goes
like
on
that,
very,
can't
very,
you?
very narrow.
This is gorgeous, though. So how do I switch this one on and off then?
Touch the end.
Oh, yes, of course. I forgot completely about this one. Right. You just literally touch the end like that. I was looking for the button and everything. It's so stylish. Now, this only comes in white, doesn't it?
Only comes in white. It will, when it comes back, it'll be black and white, but...
But you'd have to wait till April for that.
April, yeah.
Right, can I do anything with it? Or is it
Yes,
just on and off?
so it dims up and down, so keep the finger on the end.
Right, are we ready for this? Oh, there you go, look. Oh no, a third of the stock's gone into baskets already. I'll put it on again. Right, that's at 9:15 on Wednesday morning. So on, off. And then you keep your finger on it. What's the matter, Hannah? Is it a? Oh, 2-year warranty.
Everything's a 2-year guarantee.
But again, we've got that lovely gooseneck. You haven't got this one, Sharp, have
I
you?
haven't, no.
I just think it's brilliant. Now, it's sold out twice before. Once what we've got today has gone, it'll be at least April. End of March, beginning of April, at the earliest. At the earliest. I'm not adding any due pressure. I'm just telling you. Yeah, you can clip it to anything, and it's not heavy. It's not heavy. So if you know those tapestry frame. Oh, do you know what? If you're sitting at your armchair, and or a chair with arms, and you're doing your tapestry there, you could just clip this to the arm of your chair.
Yeah. Also, a lot of the tapestry frames that people work on as well, the floor standing ones.
Yeah, it'd be the floor standing one, not the hoops.
Yeah.
It'd be a bit difficult on a hoop, wouldn't it? Trying to do your embroidery like that. I just think it's brilliant, and we know that you love these because they sell out. What's that clip to there then?
As a table.
Is that your table?
That's on a table, yeah.
Is that your house?
No.
You don't get the table, and and she doesn't live in a minimalist house. Yeah, not she, Claire. Sorry. I got told off calling you she. Honestly, it's one of those days today, isn't it?
The other thing that's really nice about this lamp as well is so many people are working from home, and children are working from home, schooling as well. And you can use that as well as using it for your crafting, and then you can fold it up, really bend it up really small and pop it away.
But also, like you say, kids are having to work. I used to have, well, I remember that there were $14.99, this horrible old Anglepoise lamp. You can get them in orange or green, and everyone had to have one. You know,
Yeah.
I'm going back to the 70s now. Might not even been that expensive, $4.99 maybe. But how cool and trendy would this be for a kid, I don't mean a kid, a child to do their homework or their school, a teenager, anyone. I just think it's, and the fact that you literally just touch the end like that to switch it on.
When the kids can go back to uni as well, it's a good one to be able to take for that.
I get so sad at the moment because I'm old and bitter and twisted. I've had all that, but to be young now, going through it's horrible for all of us, I know. But just think, they've had everything taken from them, university and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay, right, there are fewer than 15 of these, and I need to tell you that the two floor lamps, the black floor lamp and the white floor lamp, are absolutely flying out, which I knew they would because they're going to be gorgeous in your lounge or your dining room. I've just got this vision. I need to paint my lounge because the walls aren't quite right colour anymore. But I can just imagine two just facing the wall, so you haven't got the light coming out. You've just got a pool of light going up the wall. And I don't know why I keep having that. I'd love to be able to afford 3 and have 3 in a row going. I haven't got a wall that big, but you know what I mean? I'm in someone else's house now, but you know what I mean? It's just like, I saw a flat for sale this morning on Facebook. It was in a stately home. It was gorgeous. The lounge was something like 8 metres long. And I was like, I haven't got enough furniture to fill a room 8 metres long. Message from Margaret going across the bottom. I have the floor standing light. Fantastic. Thinking I'll have to get the one with the magnifier. Yes, Margaret. Oh, is that Margaret from Heckmund White? Yeah, Heckmund White.
Oh, right.
In West Yorkshire. Anyway, Margaret, aren't they brilliant? Lovely. Right, okay, I've got a confession to make now. I want to buy one of these for Dulcie, right? Because she's starting a new job, and it was going to be my present to Dulcie, right? There's not going to be enough. There won't be enough because these are all going to go 10 to 9 in the morning. There are 6 left now.
Oh wow.
I won't, Dulcie. Sorry, I'll buy you a box of candles instead. I know. Right, hang on, look at the time. Still haven't done...
Your favourite.
Hang on, there's loads yet. Where do you want to go, Hannah, next? The magnifying tech. Can you hear her say that?
I can.
Did you hear her through here or did you hear her through the door?
Both.
Oh! I do apologise for you, Hannah, at home. Right, okay, I haven't got samples of these, so I'll have to let you do these yourself.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Right, so this is the...
Right, what you need to do is turn off all your other lamps.
Turn
You've got
everything
way
else
too
off.
much light on
Too
your
much going
your
on
desk.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this
Right.
one, and this one here
And
as
this
well.
one.
Message from Tricia while we're doing switching the lights off. It says, "Hi, John and Claire. Just ordered mine. Can't wait for it to arrive. Tricia in Warwickshire." Before you know it, Tricia. Right. Oh,
Right.
don't you be making a mess now.
I'm making a mess. Right. Okay, so this is the one we were talking about earlier where you get higher magnification on this one. This is 3 times.
Right.
So again, you've got your on and off button.
Yeah.
And you've got the daylight, warm light and cool light again. If you
Yeah.
look on the desk, you can see it quite well there where it's
Yeah.
changing the different colours actually on the
Yeah, there you go.
table.
Perfect. Yeah.
So I've just got some tiny little beads
Where are
out
they?
there, just to see if we can. I've got a button in here as well. actually.
You know, we've got a quick turnaround at the end of this
I
hour.
do. I was just thinking that. So I'm going to actually put them on in my hand to
Right,
see.
hang on, just move it a little bit.
Can we?
I can't see them. It might be. Oh, there you go. There they are. There they are. There they are. It was Elliot's fault,
see.
camera angle. Fortunately, now these are flying out.
Yeah.
How many have I got left, Hannah? Oh, stop.
They've all gone.
Stop. There's more. There's more in baskets than we've got available of those.
Okay.
They're all getting really. You've obviously all just woken up that it's getting really busy now. And I'm not doing normal shopping telly. You know when you're watching the shopping telly and they've been in it 2 minutes to go 80% sold, 80% sold. Not possible. That there's more than those that we've got. So you've got your magnifier. You've got the little flap that comes over the magnifying glass,
Yep.
and it goes to 1.75 and 3.
No, this one is 3
The
times.
whole thing.
The
is
whole
3.
thing is 3 times. So this is a very strong magnifier, and then you've got 3 brightness levels on each colour setting as
Perfect.
well. On that
Stop
one.
doing that now because that's
Okay,
sold
that
out.
one's gone.
This. Oh yes. Okay, wait there. I've got to tell you something. The reason this is on the website, but we didn't have it in the show because we've got to tell you something. But people are checking out on it on the website, right? This, I'm not going to do a big sell on it, but this is. Let me plug it in. This is. You know how we're all doing Zoom meetings from home and having to do work meetings from home and things like that. Well, this is this here. You put your phone in here, right? We'll put the graphics in, right? Look, right? Now, I need to tell you, if you buy this, it can't be dispatched for at least 10 days.
Yeah. We have the products, it's just that we have to have special packaging to put it all
Right.
in
So
together.
it's for your not safety, but we could send it out, but it won't be packed properly. And Claire really wants it to be packed properly. So the lamps are in the warehouse in Northamptonshire, but the boxes aren't.
Yeah.
So that's what the hold-up is. Okay, I'm not going to talk about it very long. So you put your phone in here, you've got your different lights here, but this, if you're doing sewing demonstrations, look, so you can move the top up and down, you can do it, you're just talking in here. You've also got, I haven't got my glasses on, you've also got your different mode. Oh! So just so those of you, and you can make it lighter and darker as well. Now, a lot of lamps like this, you have to actually, to get the different colours, you have to actually take this off and put another one on, don't you? Whereas this one you don't. You also get a little clicky thing, don't you? Not you, Claire. Claire, you get a little clicky thing, and you can download an app to put on your phone, and it will, you know how sometimes you have to switch it on and off like that? You can start it and stop it using the little clicky thing. When you get the box with this in it, there's a zip-up box. The little clicky thing is in the pocket inside the zippy up bag. So don't be throwing anything away until you've got your little click out. You get 3 different versions of this. That's right, isn't it? Because you might have a different phone. And you also have different positions that you can put it in. If you're going to do it with your iPad, there isn't an iPad holder yet. They're developing that one. But what you can do is put all 3 in and balance your iPad on there like that. Just be careful with that one. Okay, but we didn't put it on the show because of the extra delivery time, and that's just because Claire hasn't got the boxes to put them in. We were going to save it for the next show, but so many of you come in to get it. It's worth waiting for. That's one Derek's just bought. You know, Derek does the singing on a Monday night. That's what he bought. Right. What's the matter? This one. Four. There's 4 of those left. There's 4 of these left if you want this. There's 4 of these left if you want this. Sorry, Dulcie, you're not going to get one this month. 4 left of those. 4 left. Right. Quick, keep going. Right.
We're going to
now,
do your
now we've got to do that
no?
little one there.
Oh, we can do the little one.
Because I've never seen this one before.
Okay.
Have you not got a wire for that one?
No, I'm just thinking, where's the cable?
Can you unclick one of the others? Elliot, you put these out. Where's the wire for that one? Oh, the one that charges the... Have you got one that's charging up your uppy down, your turning over?
Oh, they've used that one, haven't they?
Sorry.
That's okay.
That's Elliot's
Fine.
fault,
That's
everybody. He's going like this. I've not seen this one before, and yesterday when we were looking for it, Elliot went, oh, that's on my desk.
Yeah, they use it in the studio to light up the keyboards.
So, what is this then? What is it? Flashing? It flashed then?
Did it? So this is our most affordable lamp.
Right.
So this is really, it's not going to give you a huge area of light, but if you just need to light a small area, then it's brilliant for that. So you get actually that.
Would help if it switched on.
Yeah,
is it not plugged in?
Yeah, I don't think that is the right cable.
Oh,
That's the right cable.
Oh, no, I tell you what it could be. It's not your lamp. It's not the lamp. It's the plug at the bottom, because I had this with a sewing machine the other day. The sewing machine kept going on and off.
Yeah. So if I keep the... Yeah, it's not the lamp. It's like, so there you've got the really big spotlight on the side there.
Yeah.
So if you angle it, you can see that you've obviously got...
So it's like a proper desk lamp for doing your homework too. And
yeah,
things like
and it's
that.
USB, so you can plug it into the laptop or the computer or a battery pack. So if you're traveling, maybe go to a hotel and still want to be able to do your crafting, you can just take this and take your little battery pack.
Yeah,
and
because the
then
hotel I stay in when I go
lighting
to do
is
my
terrible.
show, that has light switches, but it's also got those USB things next to the light switches. But it's working now, look.
Yeah, it's working now.
It's warmed up. So it's literally
just,
on, off.
Yeah, just on,
no
off.
different colours.
No different colours. It's daylight, so obviously gives you a really good light if you're using it. But it's just nice to sometimes, you're probably going to have your big light at home, but if you still want to be able to travel and take some light with you.
Well, lots of our ladies go to their caravans for the weekend.
Yeah.
Like, wait yourself, Wendy's got the Wendy house that she goes to and everything. Be perfect for taking there, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
let's move on. Let's move on, because we've got to fit this one in. We've literally only got minutes, and this is my favourite.
This is your favourite.
Right, okay. What's the official title of this light? Because I call it the upsy downy light.
It's called the reverse light.
Oh, the reverse light. Upsy downsy light. Right. So, we've both got one.
Both got one.
Bring the house lights down. Right, now, first of all, no, you talk about it, and then I'll talk about what I think afterwards.
Okay, so you've got 2 different settings of light on this one. You've got daylight, as you see now.
Yeah.
And then when you turn the light round, it then comes up to warm light.
Gorgeous.
Then you can also put it on its side, and you can get half and half. So half warm light, half daylight.
Nice.
So you can see what the 2 colours are. You've got also a dimmer setting along the top. So you just slide your finger along the top, and then it goes down to the dimmest, and then slide it along again, and it goes back
And
up.
can you do that with both
Both
colourways?
ends, yeah. So let's put it back down on that side. You can see the colour rising again.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, go along the top with your dimmer settings like that as well.
Okay, so now this hasn't got a wire to plug in, as in to work
No,
it.
it's a rechargeable lamp,
Yeah.
this one. So you've got your little charging area there. So
Yeah.
you can see that just there. That's where you'd put your cable. There's a cable in to charge that. And then when it's charged, depending on what setting you're using it on, if you've got it on the highest setting, it lasts for 4 hours. If you have it slightly dimmed down, it will last up to 8 hours as well.
Okay, now this is the only rechargeable one we've got, isn't it?
Yes.
Because a lady messaged in earlier, Hannah, can't find your name, I'm sorry. She said, when I said, oh, it's got a USB stick, she thought that meant it was rechargeable. That's just the energy, the power source,
That's how you
isn't
power,
it?
yeah.
This is the only
This
one
is the
that's
only one
rechargeable.
It's rechargeable. You've also got a little handle on here as well. So if you want to be able to hang it as well. You can hang it up on that. It's just usable for so many different things.
I'm thinking night lights for children who need a light on. You know, just in the corner of the room, just for that little bit of light, you can just have it on and just dim it down.
Yeah.
So you said how many hours it lasts?
So if you've got it on the very low setting, it'll be 8 hours.
Oh, so it could last the night.
So it could last all night.
Perfect.
I mean, for children, it's great because you can have daylight for reading to them, and then think, right, okay, it's night time now. So
that could be the you know how they need not a catalyst, but the kind of bright light reading time.
Yeah.
Turning over of the lamp, the physical turning over the lamp is sleepy time.
Yeah. It's great for camping, taking in caravans.
Oh, it's too glamorous. Say glamping.
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 Yeah. Using caravan, hanging up in the garden in the summer when we're outside as well.
It's not just hanging, because if you're all sitting around the table in the garden, well, if we're allowed to, but just having it on the table instead of the candle. Some people don't like candles.
Yeah, we have that on our dining table out in the garden in the summer, which is nice. We have a couple.
But also they'd be quite nice on your table, you know, like sometimes you don't have lights and you just have the candles going, but then you've got the drip, you've got the smoke. Just having, if you've got a long dining table, just 3 of those on the table. And at Christmas, you can still do your holly wreath around the bottom of it.
Yeah, and use them instead of a candle.
And instead of a candle, then you haven't got the smoke and the worry of foot falling over and things like that, and all my guests getting drunk and forgetting they've left the candles burning, not talking from experience. Or now, when my friend Carrie, when I used to go away to California, my friend Carrie used to come and live in my house. Right, I had a new bathroom suite fitted. She decided to have a candle-lit bath, right? And she got candles and she put them around the edge of the bath, lit them, forgot they were there. I've now got dents in the side. It's not a metal bath, it's a plastic bath. I've got dents where the candles were. If you have that, now could you have that in your bathroom? Are you allowed to have that lamp in your bathroom?
I mean, it's not waterproof.
No, but you have it not on the side of the bath there.
But you would, it would work in.
Nice. So it's the it's called the reverse lamp. Sorry, I'm losing my voice now with overexcitement. Reverse lamp, upsy downsy lamp, £63.99. Now we've got lots of those in stock. I can't imagine. Well, who knows? Who knows what could happen? Because got a question. Beverly, hi John. Could you put the lights down to show brightness on desk of JDN153? Pretty please. I have bought it now. Would like to see bright time from Beverly. This one. Okay, I've just got to plug it in again, Beverly. Okay, last time we'll be showing it because they're about to sell out, Beverly. Right, hang on a sec. So, this is, you want to put it on the desk. So, are we ready for this then, Elliot? Or Emma, I don't know who's doing this. Right, okay, I'm going to switch it on. Hang on a sec. Are you going to go to this one? Yeah, there you go, right. There. So that's it on. And then I'm just going to dim it down now. Bring the lights down, and then we can show you full on. Right, okay, there you go. That's it at its brightest. And that's it at its darkest. I think it's brilliant. Is that what you meant, Beverly, my love? That's all you're getting. Oh, excuse me. Right, okay, before we go, Hannah wants to say something. Oh, floor lamps. Have you got your floor lamp there?
I have got my floor
lamp.
Right,
I've got mine here.
So we need to unplug it.
These are absolutely flying. This is the black one that I've got here. So you've got your base, you've got your lovely, elegant pole up, you've got your light switches there. This is your gooseneck, which is bendy. Beverly said? You're welcome, Beverly. It's our pleasure. You also get a clicky remote control. Now I need to warn you. If you have 2 of these, excuse me, and you're in the dining room doing some sewing with yours, and your husband's got his reading in the other, doesn't have to be your husband, could be anybody, you know. Oh no, it's been your bubble. If you do the remote control in your room, it could affect the one in the other room. Just to warn you. I'd do it just for that. I'd buy 2 just for that. Okay, so this is the black one, and the box is coming in for the white one now. Stock-wise, we're getting very, very low. So that's the white one there. White one? Yeah. That's it on the floor. I've just put mine on the table. You can't make this into a table. Well, I say that. You could have that on a table with whatever you've got round it, and then the light it's not a table lamp, but you know what I mean?
But you could stand it next to the table.
Yeah, but I'd have that on a table. I'd have that on my dining room table, creating a cascade of lamp and maybe grow an ivy up it or something.
Oh.
Oh, we're getting very creative, aren't we, today? Right, Claire, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
You've had your hour and a bit now.
Need to go now.
You're back in the end of the month, aren't you?
End of the month, yes. I thought maybe people might like me to be back at payday.
Oh, fine. No, it won't be with me. I don't think it is with me, actually.
No, I think it's a Friday.
Oh, it's definitely won't be with me then.
Nick, the one after I think is with you.
Oh, how do you know? How do you know these things? Anyway, I don't even know what days I'm working. We've got to clear all of this. When we come up after the break, we're doing the quilt that is behind Claire on the wall. We've got a bundle for it. Can we just have a look at the quilt behind Claire on the wall? There you go. You got Claire. You won't get Claire as well. It's just the quilt behind the wall. We've got a bundle for it. We've got a pattern on its own. And Wendy Orlando's here to show you how to do it. It's foundation paper piecing. We will see you in as quickly as we can clear the tables and do everything we've got to do. We'll see you in 3 or 4 minutes.
Hello, I'm Catherine Wright. I'm from Leicestershire Craft Centre, which is based in Market Harborough. I love all kinds of sewing, but probably my favourite thing to do is dressmaking. But I also teach patchwork and free motion embroidery and anything to do with textiles, really. I love to have a go at felting and crochet and knitting and, oh, you name it, I'll have a go at it. So I started sewing when I was 7. My mum taught me to sew, and the very first thing I made was an apron. But I'm a terribly impatient person. I just want to get on with the project. So I didn't wait for her to help me cut it out, and I cut it out myself, and I didn't know you had to have a seam allowance. So I made the world's smallest apron, and my mum still has it somewhere. Sewing tips, I would say, I teach a lot of people to sew, especially beginners, and I would say don't get disheartened, take your learning journey slowly. Don't expect to suddenly make a ball gown or suddenly make a king-size quilt. Build up your skills, you know, slowly. And I would also say the iron is your friend. Use your iron a lot. It makes your sewing look so much better. It helps you get things in place where you want it before you sew, and is a really handy thing to have.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too.
Hi, I'm Debbie Shaw from Sewing Street, and these are my 5 top tips for successful sewing. So, number 1, always use a good quality thread. A good quality thread will keep your seams stronger and also help to prevent lint building up inside your sewing machine. Tip number 2, if your project isn't going quite according to plan, put it down, walk away from it, come back again the next day and you'll probably find that things don't seem half as bad as they did. My tip number 3, never throw away your sewing machine manual, always keep it to hand because you're going to find hints and tips, techniques and troubleshooting in that manual. You'll miss it if you lose it. My tip number 4 is to read your pattern instructions before you even cut out your fabric. Different manufacturers of patterns will give you different instructions, different ways of constructing your garments and different seam allowances. So to have a successful garment, you need to follow the instructions precisely. And then tip number 5 is don't give up. Every professional sewer sewed their first seam. Every professional quilter quilted their first quilt. Every professional quilter sewed their first line of wonky stitches and had to get out the quick and pick. That's no different to you. So I hope you find these useful. We'll see you soon.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
While we're having to spend more time at home again, we're here to keep you busy and entertained. Sewing Street will be live every day from 8 AM, bringing you plenty of demonstrations with our experts in dressmaking, quilting, bag making, toy making, needle felting, embroidery, and so much more. Our community of fellow sewists on the Sewing Street Fans Facebook group are there to chat to you about whatever you're making, sharing photos and advice. Check out the Sewing Street Facebook and Instagram pages for fun competitions and offers.
So much going on, so much going on. Now this is a picture of the finished quilt here. Don't worry, you'd have to. Oh, I thought you stepped out of the way. It's in a field. Obviously, that wasn't this morning. That was love from Beth. This is gorgeous, isn't it? Such a beautiful, beautiful quilt. We've got that actual quilt here in the studio. We have got a bundle for it later on, but to start with, if you just, this is such a brilliant one for stash busting, right? If you want to have just the pattern on its own, here it is. It's called the Stone Roses quilt. And I'll just put it in shot there. I'm not surprised. Now, I know we've got a lot of these, but I don't know if we've got enough. Gorgeous Beth Studley designed it. The finished size is 56 by 56 inches. It is a medium skill level. And then on the back, look, now you see, this is what I'm saying about it being a brilliant stash buster. Because look, you need 160 centimetres of some, but you need 25 centimetres of others, and 35 centimetres, 45 centimetres. So you know what I mean? It's brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Well, the thing is, you don't have to do it multicoloured. If you want to theme it and do it all in greens or all in blues, you could do. Third of the stock is gone. Third of the stock. So that's the finished one that Beth has done. We've got our own bundle. It's not that bundle. We've got a bundle as similar to that as we could possibly do. The fabrics she's used are her own fabrics, aren't they? Obviously. Obs. And they're fabrics that she designed. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you this, but she's got new ranges coming out soon. I know this because she messaged... Oh, she only messaged me. She only messaged me to tell me. Yeah. Anyway, this what? Oh, yeah, we were talking about cats in pods. Cats sitting in pods we were talking about. So if those of you who don't know, Beth Studley, remember we did a few... Oh, I don't know why I'm turning around. They're not there. We did the pods a few weeks ago. Janice did one, and who did the first one? Who did it the first time round? Alice and Marion, was it? Yes, it was. And you loved them. You absolutely loved them. This is by the same designer, Beth Studley. Stone Roses quilt, just the pattern. I think that's a bit cheap, to be honest. Oh, no. Very affordable. Not meant to use cheap. Very affordable. Very, very affordable price, that one. Way over half the stock's gone now. Right, if you're going to buy the bundle, which I'll show you now, the pattern is... Oh, people already started checking out the bundle. The pattern is in the bundle, so you don't need to buy them separately. If you bought the bundle, you don't need to buy the pattern separately because you get it. Right, here's the bundle. Here's the bundle. There you go. A bit more, you need to go a bit more. So look. Blimey, the middle of this desk seems to be moving, doesn't it? There you go. So you get the pattern. You get the pattern, first of all. You get the pattern. Look at these fabrics, right? Look at all these fabrics here. So there's Liberty in there. There's, what was that called from yesterday? Solstice, the Solstice there. There's, that one there is the one with the kitchen, with the recipe. Well, that hasn't got recipes on, but the ones that match it have recipes on. It was called something... Norma Rose collection, that's right. Then I've got Splodge. Then I've got Dandelion. Right, okay. You will have, Wendy will tell you this in a minute, you will have way more than enough fabric here. It's because the one where it says 35 centimetres, we've had to put in half a metre, and 60 centimetres we put in a metre. You'll have loads left over. Right, so let's go through it. What have we got? Navy, I could do that one. 2 metres of navy. 2 metres of navy, right? Oh, Cotton Cream Splodge, yeah, that's that one. A metre of that one, right? Pink Mixer is that one. Half a metre, half metre. Let me bring it in shot. Norma Rose, that's this one, 1/2 metre. Solstice Paisley, 1/2 metre. Solstice Meadow on dark. Oh, the only way to get it out is in this bundle. There's 1 metre of that, so that one goes in there, right? Solstice Meadow on sand. The only way to get it now is in this bundle. There's 1 metre of that. Liberté. Dianthus, this one, isn't it? Yeah. 1 metre of that one. Right. Orange Mixer. 1/2 metre. Dandelions. 1 metre. Yeah. Orange Fun. Well, could do a bit of that in my life, couldn't I? 1/2 metre. Yeah. 1/2 metre. Blush, 1/2 metre. Little Pebbles, 1/2 metre. And 1 metre of the orange stripe. That's called what? Zoo Around Modern Stripes. Right, the lines are going off, ringing off the hook, as they say. So how many meters did we say? 12 metres. The thing is, even if you're not going to make this quilt, that's 12 metres of gorgeous fabric for your stash, isn't it? Really, to be honest. Right, now a picture of one of the blocks made up. This is the block that Wendy's made out of the fabric that we have got in the kit there. No, what? Pfft. Okay, this is how fast it's going. Right, we've only been going 5 minutes. We're down to 14 of the kits left. That's it, and we can't remake the kit because it was the end of all of these solstice fabrics, wasn't it? We'll do it in different. We might be able to do it in different fabrics. Yeah, but how busy is the pattern then? A fewer than 10. Yeah, so very shortly, the only way to get the pattern will be in the bundle. There's only 14 of those left. Oh, 12 bundles left now. Oh, Wendy's going home. She doesn't need to be here, she says. Right. All right, before we go any further, this fabric is enough to do the front and the binding, right? You need backing and you need wadding. I'm not going to show you the wadding because I've thrown it off the side of the desk, but no, not in anger, but just the whole... we should have to put things on that side in future because I'm getting more and more this way. Right. This now. Okay, I'll tell you this first of all because I know a lot of you will want navy blue. You might not want it for backing. It's 44 inches wide, machine washable. It's the Rose and Hubble blue fabric, navy, isn't it? Navy, right? 27.49. You get 4 meters. You get 4 meters in there. Obviously, you'll need to patch it because the finished quilt is wider. But a lot of people come in and buy these just for their stash because 4 meters of navy cotton in their stash. It's the regular, it's the normal one we do, the Rose and Hub one that we do in our hours, in our solids hours. Right, but am I allowed to say this? Oh, I'm going to say it. Okay, yesterday, so it'll be in the shop now, it won't be underneath ours. We had the extra wide backings yesterday and we had a beautiful navy blue one. Oh, here we go. So if you search back, oh, here you go. Search backings, right? That's the first one. It was the first one there. That's the one I'm thinking about. Do we know how much there is? Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. That's 108 inches wide. 100% cotton, but you won't then need to put a seam in it. Not a patch, a seam. It's called a seam, Hannah. Patch. She keeps going, patch, John. Patch. Won't need a patch. Right, but this is gorgeous as well. But I'm just saying, if you don't want to have a seam in it, go and look on the website. You might not want navy blue. You might want the lime green. You might want the squiggle. You might want orange. You might want anything else. Go to the website and look at those. We haven't got them on the show today. And when I say the website, I don't mean underneath us. You need to go to the website, to the shop, and you search backing. Right, should we do some sewing? Hello, Wendy Orlando. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
Good.
I'm all right.
Have you got over your tantrum?
I haven't had a tantrum.
I saw you throw that off.
That wasn't that. If you think that was a tantrum. Right, how much fun did you have making this?
This, I say it every time, they just keep getting better and better. This was my favourite, and how stunning is that?
Oh no, it's brilliant.
That is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it?
She's such a good designer, Beth Studley.
And it's foundation paper piecing.
Yeah.
So it was a win-win for me.
Okay, right, before you all go, oh no, foundation paper piecing. It's foundation paper piecing for beginners, isn't it? Okay.
It's probably the easiest foundation paper piecing you could get. It's simply sewing in straight lines.
Yeah.
Which is
Great
what,
place to start.
which is what FPP is, and that's shortened for foundation paper piecing.
Yeah.
It's what it is anyway, but sometimes you have like intersections.
Oh, angles and you're folding
definitely.
back and all that. Yeah.
This, you've just got straight lines. So shall I get started?
Yes, please.
Brilliant.
Yes, please.
The first thing I want to do is actually just draw your attention to the instructions themselves, because they're very, very well written. But as you have mentioned already, John, there are different denominations of fabric.
Yes.
So of course, you won't be able to do every single segment because there's metre and half metres. I've broken them down on one of the pages here, and I did photocopy it so I didn't ruin the pattern.
Okay, just move it to your right as just a little sec so we can just get, there you go, perfect.
I've actually put on here what denominations of fabric I need. So as you can see, the backing, not the backing, the background, you only need 1.6 metres and you've got 2 metres. So straight away you've got 40 centimetres.
Yeah.
So all you need to do is just the ones that have got 50 centimetres and above, obviously they'll be out of the 1 metre, and 50 centimetres and below, they'll be out of the half metres.
Yes.
So all I did, and this is just me, John, you don't have to do this, but I put them all in their packets with the numbers on.
Right.
So I numbered each of the fabric and then I put them in separate packets, and then all I need to do is pick out the numbers, because again, it's all there for you, John.
Oh yes, because you don't want to start using a fabric, one fabric, think, oh, that'll look nice there, and find that you needed more than half a metre of it. And you also don't want to cut into the 1 metre one when you know you only need 30 centimetres of it. Yeah.
So that way, this is where this pattern is brilliant, because it actually tells you on here. So it shows you the blocks here 1 to 16, what order they're in. And then there's a little chart up here that tells you for block 1, for the first ring you need colour 4, then colour 5, then colour 6. So if they're all in bags with colours on, but again, you don't have to do that.
No, you can do whatever you
can
want,
do
really.
whatever you want, but I just think that if you to follow the pattern, then it's going to give you a good mix of colours.
Of course.
So,
oh yes, of course, yeah.
And the one that I've actually finished here, you would think that those colours aren't going to go together when they're put together, but when it comes together...
we're going to be honest now. We have
not
to unpack...
Not me. I loved it from the start.
No. But we loved the fabrics, but we were like, oh, that's unusual. I wonder why they put that one with that one. And then we saw your block and thought, oh, that's why it's been put together. And you obviously can see it straight away because you're buying this it's flying out, such a thing. So yes, they do all work.
It absolutely works. And even these two together, I mean, they're the same mix. It just so happened that the block that I chose had those two together. It's not going to be in everyone.
Yes.
But what you will get in all of them is the background for the blocks. You will get that in all of them. So there is a blue, a navy in all of them.
Yes.
But you don't get these in every single.
Yeah, because you've not got the Liberty one in there, have you?
It just was random.
Yeah. No.
It was just random.
You don't get what? Sorry, what you're saying? You get the blue in the middle.
So yes. So for every
corner,
block, I don't know if you can pick up on here, but not every. I call each of these a section. So each of these sections within the block,
right? Not
all of them have the navy on the edge
outside.
Of them.
Got it.
So there's only, I think there's 5 because there's an absolute sliver there.
Yes, because I can see one of the blocks has no navy right the way around this side of it, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So only 5 of them actually you have the 7, and it might be a bit confusing in the pattern because she says 1 to 6. But in some cases, when they've got the navy attached to them 7 pieces, and that's the hardest part of it. And then all you do is select all your fabrics. Now, I will show you. So I've just explained foundation paper piecing. I love it, John. I'm absolutely hooked. I'd never done it before I come here, started doing it. Now I design my own. I love it. All it is sewing sections together and then sewing those sections together to form blocks.
Right.
So I've done one here, and I just wanted to show you how to make them. So each of the sections on here have got letters and numbers on them.
Right.
So when you're actually sewing, you don't take any notice of the letter because that's when you piece them together afterwards. So
Okay.
you just follow 1 to 6 or how many.
So they are the fabrics that you've labelled up in the bag.
They
it
are.
tells you this is fabric number 1, this is fabric number 2. Got it.
And then what I did, not on this one because I just went with the ones that I did, but what I would do on block A, I would actually put the numbers down. Then when you've made block A, all you simply need to do is follow them. And then all we do afterwards, and I probably won't get to sew this one, but then you literally just put A next to B, next to C, and all the way round to do your block.
Okay.
So
and is there a cutting? Does she tell you how to cut out the pieces for each one?
Right. When I do foundation paper piecing, I always cut with a little bit beyond the dotted line. Now you will see on the pattern, and you will have to photocopy these. So there are, and I wouldn't use the pattern, I would definitely photocopy.
Yes,
so don't use that as one of yours, because then you won't be able to use it again. Because you're right, this is absolutely amazing for like your stash. So once you've made one with the kit, then you can make more and more. What I would do though, and you can see what I've done here, is I've just gone over
Can we go a bit closer on that one, Emma? Just so we can see the...
I've gone over the dotted line with a pen before I photocopied it.
Right.
Because I'm tight, John. You know that. I'm frugal. You know that.
Yeah.
I always print on fast draft.
Oh, what?
On fast draft.
Right.
Which means that you don't get the clarity than you would on your finest print. But of course, on your finest print, you're going to waste ink. We're not going to have that. But with fast draft, it doesn't pick the lines up perfectly. So before
So is that a setting on my printer then?
Did you not know about fast draft, John?
No, I've only just learned how to do black and white instead of all colour, but...
If you do it on fast draft, you'll literally get it done within seconds. If you do it on the best print you possibly can, it'll take about 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And it will waste ink.
Right.
So set it on, and when you do photocopy them, just use the cheapest, thinnest paper you can, because you're going to be ripping it off after, and you want to sew through it, and you want to be able to see the lines on the other side. So that's what I would do.
We normally have Carol Doak's foundation paper, which you can put, but it's out of stock at the moment, but you can put it through photocopy as well.
That is fantastic. Although I would say, John, you've got 16 blocks here, and you've got A to J in the sections, so you're going to have quite a lot of paper. So that is perfect, though. Yes, so before you even start, just go over the, and you'll see it, but once you photocopy it, you don't. Just go over the lines, and then when you cut them out, just leave a little bit, like I have here, a little bit around the edge. Okay. So that when you've made the block, you can cut it absolutely perfect. Because that's, foundation paper piecing is all about getting all those intersections within the sections. When we've done that, so I've made, with this one, I have made all of the sections apart from J. So we're just going to make J now, and then it's going to go in there. Okay. Now, again, the pattern states to take the paper off before you sew the sections together.
Right, yes.
Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. And the only reason I can think that maybe she said to take it off first is because then you can manipulate each of those seams. Because if you look this way, these now do really need to match to give you that stone effect. The only other thing I will say, I know we will get time towards the end, but I just want to show you, then you've got your centre stone. And again, it's all in the instructions what fabric that you should need. And that's just literally 2 templates. I got a little bit confused. I thought they were both the same template, but one of them is for the fabric and one of them's for the centre. I've just put it on a little bit of thin card. That's all I've done. It does say to put it on thick, but I've done thin because I like to glue, I don't like to sew. So I'll show you that at the end. Okay, perfect. So that's that. We can get started now, John.
We're down to single figures on the bundle.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. So as usual, you can see I've got a nice mess on my table. Oh, you know me. Oh, the only thing I did mention to you earlier, actually, before we came on air, John, was this fabric here. I thought this would make unbelievable centres.
Right.
So if you did all the centres in that, how amazing would that look?
So then you'd be missing one fabric.
You would, but you have got so much fabric.
Oh no. I'm not saying this is negative. But what you need to do is if you save that just for the centre of each one, you will have lots left over, but you might need to think of another fabric to put into the circles. I'm just trying to think.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would. So I think there's a half a metre of this one, I think, isn't there? So yes, maybe if you took 2 of the others that only use 35, so you've got 15 centimetres, you're going to have enough fabric.
Oh yes.
But I just thought that'd be amazing to be able to put each one of
especially as it's called Stone Roses, isn't it? So
I thought that when I saw it. So the first thing we're going to do, and a lot of people are really scared of foundation paper piecing, John, and it is so easy. If you can sew in a straight line, and actually, you know, sometimes I don't, but if you can, that's all you need to do. There is a process that you do need to do with foundation paper piecing, and it's quite logical. So you sew on the lines. So if we're sewing on the lines, that means that we can't put our fabric on that side, because if we put our fabric on that side, we won't see it.
Right.
So we always put our fabric on that side. And the only other thing that you need to remember is the first piece that gets laid down is always right side facing up. When we add, we always do right side facing down. Because I don't need to write what my fabrics are, I'm looking at this block for reference. So my first fabric, which is the smaller one, that was my favourite one. I don't know what you called it, John.
It was Pebbles.
Pebbles, that is just gorgeous, that is. So it's going to be the first segment of the section. Right. So we ignore the letters because that's about piecing it together. So we start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and this one just happens to have a 7 on it. So the first thing we're going to do is turn it over. I'm just going to see where that line is roughly. I'm going to turn it over. Now you won't be able to see it on camera, but I can see a line there.
Right.
You won't be able to see it, and that's what I was saying about using the cheapest, thinnest paper, because you will be able to see it. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue 1/4 of an inch above that line, and then a little wiggle down here. Okay. Now, if you remember last time, John...
Glue pen's out of stock at the moment.
They've got the refills, though.
Sorry?
I think the refills are in stock, if I don't get there first. So all I'm going to do is place that first one down, making sure that it covers the whole of that section and 1/4 of an inch over that line.
Okay, so you just that's what I was saying before, if you just randomly cut a piece of that pebble.
Oh, right, yes. So I cut them in strips.
Right.
So what I found, because I've cut them quite wide on some of them because I wanted to make sure that I had enough to show. I didn't have time to fussy cut them. But make sure that if you're doing the first section, so I'll just turn it over, it'll be easier to see. So make sure it's wider than that first section. But when you get to something like that, it needs to be that wide. And because you're making lots and lots of them, then just cut them in strips and you'll find it much easier. These are just the little bits I've got left over on here, and you'll see with the orange I've got quite a lot of the strip left. So all we then do, actually that's a bit wonky, John, let me put it would help if I put my glasses on, wouldn't it? And the only reason I'm putting glue on the whole of the first section is when I come to cut it at the end, then that section is stuck down, whereas all these ones are going to be stuck down by sewing. So my next one is whatever this one was called, John, I don't know. It's very nice, this one.
That one was called, is it the stripy one?
The stripy
That one
orange.
has a strange name, didn't it? Like Zebra Freedom
that's
or something.
lovely, that is. I'm just going to cut a bit out.
Zoo around, that's it.
Lovely. And I just happen to have them vertical in this, but it doesn't matter. You can have them horizontal or vertical, whichever way.
Yep.
And then all I'm going to do is put right sides together. And what I'm doing is just making sure that when I sew, because I'm going to sew my 1/4 of an inch seam there, when I sew and pull it back, it's going to cover the next section, so number 2 here, which it has. It's a good idea if you're new to foundation paper piecing, John, just to glue your 1/4 of an inch and lay it down, because that will keep the fabric more stable. I personally don't like to pin, because when you pin through paper it raises it, but it's entirely up to you if you want to. And now all we're going to do is turn it over, and I'm going to sew along that first line. You'll see that you've got your dotted lines. Now they're your 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. As I'm sewing, I'm going to start just outside that 1/4 of an inch and finish just past that. And what that will do, it will keep those seams intact when I go to cut out the final template. We then go over to the machine, and I'm going to turn... Have you done foundation paper piecing, John?
Yeah.
Do you love it?
No.
Okay. You either love or hate it. It's a bit like Marmite, isn't it?
It's because it goes against everything that I learned as a sewer. But my friend Shamoya Mary, she came, when we opened Sewing Quarter, she came back to sewing and hated it. And then we did a foundation, we did the hot air balloons, Lucy Brennan did them, right? And she did it, and she was like, oh, I can do this. And now she's flying with it. She's like you, she's designing it, she can do it. Her brain clicks into foundation paper piecing immediately.
It's a very, very easy technique, and I have seen the most incredible designs on the internet, because you can put hundreds of pieces into.
Well, also their precision, like Jenny Smith does these what was it called, like the rabbit and the some of the pieces,
and a minuscule.
And you wouldn't be able to piece them that small, but because you're doing foundation paper piecing, you can get and their precision is incredible.
That's what it's all about, and because you are using small pieces, you can get the circular and because otherwise it's very angular.
Yes.
Foundation paper piecing. Then I've turned my stitch length down to 1.2, John.
1.2.
1.2.
Oh,
Yes.
that's tiny.
And it is tiny. It's going to go wibbly wobbly, so I'm going to try and keep straight, because the smaller the stitch, you're going to have more pinholes per inch, which means it's then going to be easier to rip the paper off after. And also because
impossible to unpick if you make a mistake.
Not impossible, John. Nothing is impossible, but it is hard.
Yeah.
It is. So that's a very good point about you saying that. Try and get it right first time, because if you find that you do have to unpick it, you'll probably compromise the paper. So all I'm going to do is sew just a little bit beyond the line.
Yeah.
And then try and keep on the line if I can, and then just go a little bit beyond that dotted line. Sorry, you've got some table down here now.
Oh, that'll be from all the lights.
Yeah, it's very confusing. Brilliant. So I've now sewn along that line. I've been quite straight. If you are going to go wibbly wobbly, do it in the middle, because really you want these two bits here to be absolutely spot on, because then when you come to piece them here, they're going to be really neat.
Yeah.
And then all we do is turn it over, and now we fold it back. And I do apologise, I think these are out of stock, John, aren't they?
No,
these are
we
in
had them
stock.
yesterday, brand new, back in
Brilliant.
yesterday.
These are fantastic, and this is brilliant for on the go.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So I'm just going to press that seam back.
Right.
And then all I'm going to do now, I finish with that piece is finished, but
Yeah.
I now need to prepare for the next piece. And this is where the repetition and where some people get a little bit confused. I simply turn it over. So I've now done that one.
Yeah.
So I now want to do the next one. Now to do that, I've got a really expensive piece of card here.
Yeah.
So, you know, and the thinner the better, to be perfectly honest, John, because you want a nice crisp edge.
Yeah.
And then all I'm doing, I've sewn this one. So I'm now going to be, this one.
Yeah.
So I literally just put that on there and fold it back. Now, some people do all their folds before they start.
Yes.
If you do that, then you might sew two, which I did a couple of times. So I now do one each time.
Right.
And then all I'm doing is I'm adding add a quarter.
Yeah.
And then I'm going
They're
to,
out of stock.
yeah, I'm sorry about that. Because then that now gives me the perfect seam to line up to for my next one. So then I turn it back over.
Okay.
And I'm on, just checking my block, so I'm on this beautiful one. And then I'm just going to check, so all I'm doing, and this one is directional, John, you do have to take, well, you don't have to, you can do what you like.
Well, no, because it's going to be upside down at one point.
It is, isn't it? But if they're all sort of going in towards the centre, but yet do it how you want. And all I'm doing is I'm just laying it how it's going to look, but I'm bringing it down 1/4 of an inch over, and I'm just checking to see if it's going to fit. If you don't bring it down that 1/4 of an inch, John, when you come to turn it back, if you haven't allowed for it, there might not be enough.
Okay.
So I know.
If I haven't got an add 1/4 an inch ruler, I've never seen anybody doing gluing on foundation paper piecing before.
I don't pin.
Oh, Hannah has seen people do it. I've not. I haven't seen it before. If you haven't got an add 1/4 inch ruler, can you still do it?
I'm going to do that next. So
Okay,
that is.
perfect.
I just wanted to show you that.
No,
because
that's
those
fine.
of you-
It's just because there'll be people at home going, I haven't got one of
so
those.
I won't be able to do it. Of course, you absolutely can. And again, the only reason I'm sticking that down, John, is because it just went, as I take it over to here, it's a lot more stable. As I say, you could put a pin in, but then it's a bit.
I'm not saying it's wrong. Please.
Are you
don't
telling
think-
me off again, John?
No, would I ever? Would I dare?
Always, always.
No. But it's just people will have seen other people demonstrating on sewing quarter.
Exactly.
And thinking, oh, they didn't use glue. Do I have to do?
You
glue?
don't have to do anything. Remember, as soon as it drops in your letterbox, or well, actually it won't because it's going to be a massive box. But as soon as it arrives with you, then you can do exactly what you want, John.
But also, you've never got a huge piece. So you're saying the glue's there to stop it moving around, but actually...
For this one, it's perfect. That's why it's perfect for beginners, John, because some of them, yes, you do have, and it's wobbling all about all over the place.
That's going to be the longest seam that you sew, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it's brilliant. Again, so all I'm doing is just pressing that seam back. So now that one's completed.
Right.
And we're repeating that process again. Right. Turn it over. I've just done that one. And if you've got a pen, if you just want to mark off so you know exactly where you're going. But I promise you, John, once you've done this, once you've done a couple of the sections, you'll be well away.
It's one of those addictive things, isn't it? You'll think, oh, I'll just do 2 of them and then I'll go to bed. And you'll end up doing 8 of them
exactly.
in the middle of the night. Right, what are you doing?
So now I haven't got my add an inch.
No.
Add a quarter. So all I'm going to do, and to be perfectly honest, John, I didn't know if these were in stock, so I didn't want to bring it on air because this is mine and I've had it forever and I love it.
They're on the website. We haven't got them on today's show.
But they are on the website. Yeah. Brilliant. Because this gave me a little bit of, I could get under, and then all I do is I just cut a quarter. Now, if you cut a little bit less or a little bit more, it doesn't matter.
Right.
If you keep it neat, that will be lovely. Because when you've got a lighter fabric, I'm not saying it will, it may show through. Yeah. And I like everything really neat. So you don't need the add a quarter, but it helps if you have it. So all we're going to do now is add the next one. So I can see in my sequence that's blue.
Yeah, Hannah's just saying, when you get onto this, is fine for the not having an add a quarter on this, but when you get onto more complex things, they are really, really good tools to have, especially if you're going to think how many seams there are in a quilt like this. Think of the ones with hundreds and hundreds of pieces. It is going to help. We will get it back in stock.
I will be perfectly honest with you, John. If it was the choice of not having one or having one, I would have one all the time. It's just, and I'm going quite slow because I do want people to see how it's done, but you get really quick at it and you can just flick your ruler on and cut. So now we'll just do the next one. And again, all I'm doing is I'm just putting a quarter of an inch over this fabric and just checking. I mean, I've got far too much fabric here, John, and you'd be much more frugal at home. Yeah. Because you don't want to waste, even though you've got much more than you need. You don't want to waste it.
Just because it's there, do you?
Oh, absolutely
Jackie says her first FPP was Lucy Brennan's air balloon quilt. She loved it.
Oh, lovely.
We've got a lovely message from Julie coming across the screen. Good morning, John, Wendy and crew. Love this quilt. It reminds me of a Kandinsky painting. Oh, yes.
I think it's gorgeous. And dare I say it, John, I mean, I know we shouldn't do things like this. I'm going to say it anyway. It's quite masculine. I think it'd be amazing for...
you think it's masculine?
Quite masculine.
Oh, okay.
Do you not?
Well, who am I to say? The thing is, as I said, when did I say this somewhere? I said to someone else, if you have your own stash by the pattern, I think what would make it even more masculine if you did it all, and I'm very gender fluid, as you know.
Yes.
But if you did it all different shades of blue, or all different shades of green, or monochrome, different greys and whites and everything, then it could be very, very striking like that. Or do it in Tim Holtz, or do it in Liberty. If you did that in Liberty, it would tell a completely, or William Morris, tell a completely different story, wouldn't it?
If it was me, and I am going to make another one of these because they are they're in the world of quilting. They're quite a quick make. Yeah. I would have every single one of them different with a different shade. So all reds on one, oranges on one. That would just be beautiful.
Do you know what they then look like? They then look like geodes, gemstone geodes that you've cut open.
Oh wow, they would.
And it would look like looking into. So if one's red, it could be ruby, a green one for emerald, a blue one for tanzanite, things like that.
That would be lovely, wouldn't it? That would be. It was such fun to make.
The pattern on its own is about to sell out, and the bundle, well, we know they're single figures. 7. There are 7 left at 20 to 10 on Wednesday morning.
That would teach me not to put my glasses on, John.
Why? What did you do?
I went off the line. But as long as I've done each end, yeah, I've gone a bit wibbly wobbly. Yeah. And you can see I had a great big, and that's how I would make it.
Right, so you don't cut little slices for each piece?
No, I only had a little slice because that was what was left over. Because now I'm going to be really precise. If I pre-cut it, I'm going to waste it. And I don't like to waste it. And then, so you can see already it's coming along really quickly. But there are A to J, so what's that? quite a few, isn't there?
Yeah, lots.
Yeah, about 7, 8, 8.
Emus, loving the pattern. Good morning, John. Loving the quilt. I bought the pattern. Bernie says, when... now, I don't know how I'm supposed to read this one. Wendy is demonstrating so well today. I'm only reading what's on the screen. I don't think it's meant like that. I don't think she means it like that.
Look, you know me, John. It takes a lot to offend me.
Well, it's not me offending you. It's Bernie. I'll give you your address if you like.
Hang on a minute.
Have you lost the colour?
I have. I did have it.
What colour is it you want?
That one. That beautiful
Oh, that's the Liberty one, yeah.
It is this.
Dianthus.
Right,
It was there,
let me
'cause
go
I
into
saw
my
that.
stash. It's not a problem, John. It's only a problem if you make it a problem. Don't tell anyone that I've done it, all right? We'll find
We'll
it.
cut that bit out of the edit, don't worry.
Yeah, you can cut that bit out, can't you? But you can see, I mean, there's loads, absolutely loads. Right, I'm just going to cut a little bit off. That's not going to be little, because you know me. Oh, I'll use it for something else.
I was thinking that'd be quite nice in our scraps box next door, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
well, look, you've got all that for your scraps box.
Yeah, we're not allowed to take it anymore. Yeah.
I should hope you don't take it, John. Right.
If it's less than half a metre, are we allowed it? No. Well, no. When we were at Sewing Quarter, we should after every guest that come in, we're like, "Give us all your scraps, give us all your scraps," because we should say. Then they realised how much fabric was going home with us, and we were told we could have anything under half a metre we could take. So I'd be on air saying, "Just cut a little sliver off that one for me."
See, I wouldn't if that was
Oh,
me.
Bernie's laughing. Don't read it out like that.
Well, I'm not going to lie, John. You know me. I normally don't have anything to eat till about 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, I've had a hot cross bun. I've had my breakfast. I've had a coffee. I've had a shot of
You been to
vitamin
Greg's?
C. Oh,
Don't do that. It's our canteen.
yeah, I went there.
Oh. So you have to bring it all yourself, don't you?
Yeah, no, you do. You do have to bring it yourself. And I have oat milk as well, so.
Oh, was it your oat milk in the fridge?
Well, no, if it was, I'd be rather worried because that was like 2 weeks ago I was here.
Okay, so Paul drank it on his last day.
Oh dear.
And he went, "Whose is that oat milk?" Because I have oat milk as well. And he said, "Who's that oat milk? I've just drunk it," thinking I'd say, "Oh, that was mine for later." And we were like, "Oh, don't know." We thought it might be Rebecca Reed's because she drinks oat milk and almond milk and things like that.
Could
So
be.
anyway, I don't think he's Paul. Is Paul all right?
Yeah, just check he's okay because I could have fur on it. So this is one of the pieces that actually have the little slither of the background colour, and that's only to square it off so that it looks really nice after. And then this one is this is a little tiny baby one.
Yeah.
And that you were right in what you were saying before.
Have you lost that one as well?
No, I've just lost my glue pen now.
What is it?
Oh, that's
Navy
there.
blue?
There. Yeah, I've got all that. But it's very tiny, but it's much easier because it's foundation paper piecing and you're simply just following the line. So I'm just going to check.
Do you have to check on the straight of grain the whole time though? Because when you cut that off, no, you don't need to worry about the straight of grain.
If you did that, the whole point of foundation paper piecing is to use up all your scraps. So if you're worrying about the grain all the time, the only thing, as I said, is the direction. But I mean, even you weren't worried about that, were you?
Well, no, because if you've got it on your bed and you've got the Liberty fabric, it's going to go round in a circle, isn't it? So it's going to be...
It is, but then if they all face in towards a circle, I think that looks neater. But again, it doesn't matter. You do exactly
Yeah, but if you're lying in bed like this, that one's still facing that one and that one's still facing that one.
Well, if I was laying in bed like that, I wouldn't be able to see, would I?
Well, in the mirror on your ceiling in your bedroom that I heard you've got. We've seen the pictures on Instagram.
I couldn't do that. I would...
You can't see your mirror if you haven't got your glasses on. Okay, fine, let's move on.
No, I would wake up in the night. Oh my God, who's
Yeah,
that?
no, it would terrify me if I woke up and saw myself staring
Oh
down
my God,
at
it would me. I'd have nightmares.
The first flat I bought in Twickenham, in the bedroom, both the walls in the bedroom were full, the whole wall was a mirror on both sides. And when you climbed into bed, I've got a very high bed, you climb into bed, you'd look, and there'd be like an eternal, you know how it goes like that, like hundreds, because it's a mirror reflecting a mirror reflecting.
Now that would be scary.
There'd be hundreds of me. Like,
No, that would be,
no.
oh, that'd be too much for me, that would, John.
Well, yeah, too much for everyone, that.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. So now I've finished that one.
Yeah.
I've completed all the segments.
Right.
And then and I have put a little bit of glue at the end. I I would say just to put a bit at the beginning and a bit at the end so that when we turn it over, they're stuck.
Yeah.
These are all sewn, so they're now stuck. And then all I'm going to do, and don't use your best scissors for doing this because you are cutting through paper.
Right.
So I'm going to use mine.
It was scissors, not a rotary cutter then.
I've used scissors for this one, but yes, you can. I shall use a rotary cutter.
No, I'm not saying do it your way, do it your way. I'm just asking,
No.
Message across the bottom.
I should do it your way.
No. Good morning, John and Wendy. I absolutely love this quilt. May add this one to my must-make list from Luna and Teresa. Squirrels! Squirrels, Luna. Luna's a dog. And since watching the telly like this, because loves my voice, but if I say squirrels, they run to the window and look outside for the squirrels.
That's really naughty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really.
4 years now. You still haven't learned. Right, go.
The only thing I would say, if you're going to do it with a rotary cutter like I am, choose if you're going to do it just inside or just outside or right on, and do it for all of them, because the more precision you can get, the better. I wasn't going to use it because I wasn't sure how sharp that was.
Elizabeth's a bit worried. She says mirrors on the ceiling have turned into the wrong programme. Well, depends. Elizabeth, what programme would you like?
And I'm just cutting around.
Yeah.
I'm just following that line.
Could we have some more of the intricate FPP on Sewing Street? It's getting harder and harder to get them. Samantha, yes, I've already asked. But we will do.
So now I've got my final piece, and I was just checking that it was that one, John, because that would be very embarrassing, wouldn't it? And then all we do is I say, I would have left mine on
papers in.
I would have left the papers in, but it does say not to, and that's the reason I think that you just match those up.
Yeah.
And then all we do, because we've done our 1.2 stitch length, then this should be easy. You may find the first and the last, because you've got the glue on them, you might just need to tease them.
Yeah.
And a top tip is to don't pull the fabric, pull the paper, because you don't want to compromise any of those end seams. No. Working a 1.2 has another very valid reason, because now these ends are less likely to come undone. So if you've got like a 2.4 stitch length and you're using really small pieces, then the end of the seam might come undone.
Okay, Kate says good morning all. Don't recognise. Good morning all. Happy drop over day. Ooh. Don't know what that is, Kate. Oh. Just love the randomness of this. Methinks a new learning style for 2021 is on the cards.
So what have you done over lockdown, John? What have you done that's new?
Where do I start? In lockdown?
Oh, wow.
No. I was very lucky because my friend Dulcie raised over £100,000, and we had factories and costume makers making scrubs for NHS for free. It was charity, we did it all for free. And then my ladies who follow me made scrubs bags and scrubs caps. And we didn't do masks at the beginning because everyone said we don't need masks. And then suddenly, when we needed masks, my ladies made 8,500 masks. We supplied the fabric and the elastic. We cut them out and they sewed them together for us. And they were given to different charities like Well Child and food banks and all different charities like that. That was lockdown 1. I did that.
That's amazing. So now I've got my final one, and all I need to do is sew it in. Now you can pin it if you like.
Yep.
But I'm not going to.
No.
This time I'm going to change my foot to a 1/4 of an inch, if I put it in there. Oh, there he is. So I'm going to change my foot. And
I've never... you call it a he. I also, whenever I do it, it's a she on a sewing machine or fabric.
He's a he.
Okay.
He's a he. He's very manly, that one, isn't he?
Gary, that is.
That's it. Oh.
Gary from Essex.
Gary. And I'm going to turn my stitch length now to a normal seam of 2.4.
Righty-ho.
However, what one you do as a normal seam. Some do 2.4, 2.5, because now I don't need to have that small
stitch. What have you lost?
Got it.
Drop over day. Wednesday drops over into the end of the week. It's sloping down to the weekend.
Right.
Hump day is what they call it.
Yeah, we call it hump day, don't we? And then all I'm going to do is sew my 1/4 of an inch seam down here. I'm going to try and match them as I go along, but I've noticed the time, John, and I just want to make sure I get that centre rows, show you how to do that. So these might be a little bit off because I'm doing them quite quick. then just put the last one in. So you can see how quick this one does come up.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you have got 16 of them, so it's going to take you...
The thing is, though, you don't have to sit down and think, I'm going to make this in an afternoon. You can make a block a day. So that could be your project for the day, is to make the one that you're making. Put it away, keep it nice and flat, and then one day next week start... I mean, you might want to do it all straight away. It depends on how you work. But if you don't want to do... If you think, oh, no, I get bored, I'm number 12, I'd be bored, sort of thing. Do one now, then tomorrow do a cushion, the day after do something else, the day after do some hand sewing, day after come to one more of the blocks. You can do that.
Definitely. And what I would do is, with the leftover, I'd make some cushions. I'm not... You've got 40 centimetres, so you're not going to have... enough to do loads of cushion backs.
Yeah,
if you do, If you do envelope cushions, then you'll probably get one.
But you could use again. You could do it in 2 different colours. It needs to be the same colour.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So that's finished. How amazing is that?
Okay.
The only thing we now have to do is put our little centre stone.
It's weird,
in there.
isn't it? It hasn't got a centre in it.
Well, we're going to put it in there, John.
No. But can you not do a foundation base that goes all the way to the middle? Oh no, because then it'd be all different colours, wouldn't it? Wouldn't be one. Oh no. Anyway.
As you get towards the middle, it's going to be, because you've got so many sections, it's going to be really, really...
Too many seams.
And also, I think that they've done it just for added effect.
Yeah.
Now, if you see on mine looks massive compared to their centres, but I did follow...
Yeah, yours look massive.
It does look massive. It may be the way that I've put it in, John.
Yeah.
Maybe the way that I've put it in.
Is it, though? Put it up against it. I don't know if it is massive.
Oh, it is.
No, it is bigger.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Oh, I don't know what I've done.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I did
so
follow.
the principle, so in the pattern,
yes,
there is a template for the fabric and a template for the cardboard.
Which it got me really confused at first, because I thought, well, why have I got 2? But let's move this out of the way, because then you can see. So you've got this one here, which, it says, I should have read it, John, but I don't do things like that. Centre template for the fabric.
Yeah.
Fabric and the centre template. So the first thing you want to do is cut them both out, and you don't need to print these 16 times. You can keep these. Yep. This is one that you can just keep using. And I just put quite a fairly thin piece of cardboard on. And then all you're going to do is you're going to cut your fabric bigger than the outer. Yeah. And then you put it on the wrong side with the wording facing up, if that makes sense. And then you're just going to cut round it. I mean, this is very precise though, John. So, I mean, if you didn't want to be as precise, then you didn't
Well, they're kind of random shapes,
aren't they?
It doesn't matter if they're different sizes or different shapes.
I am left-handed, but that's going all over the place. Right, oh well. And then we just cut that out, and you will see that what's the word I'm looking for? Replicates, is that? Oh, that's a big word. So it's exactly the same shape, but bigger.
Kate says, have you got any of the wooden blocks in for pressing yet? I don't think we have. You mean the clappers? I don't think we've got the clappers in yet. Susan says, I don't know what day it is. Don't need saying hump day to me. I've got no idea what the day is. Message from Jan on my bottom. Just love that you've got FPP on because it's my favourite technique lately. They're hearts, not question marks, from Jan in Lancashire.
Oh. Right. So now you can see that it fits with just a little bit round the edge. Now, I don't know if it's the right thing to do, because it does say to stitch it, but I didn't. So I just put a little bit of glue around the edge. I love hand sewing.
Oh, so like now you're doing EPP?
I am, but you see, I wouldn't stitch that either, because I like things like speed. Yeah. So I just would glue it like that, all the way round.
Right.
And then you press it really, really well.
Yeah.
And then you should be able to, because although it sticks, it's not permanent with these glue pens. Yeah. So you can pick them, you can pick it out, but really carefully, but make sure you press it first. So I'll give you the general idea. Sorry. And then, so once it's all pressed and taken out, you then just place it. You're supposed to place it where it goes. But I actually kind of like if it's off-centred. Actually, they've done it here. It's off-centred. Yeah, it's different each time. And then all you need to do is just do tiny, tiny stitch at the edge. Just
not round that one.
Not around that one. Around that
just put your template one up against the one on the wall.
Well, I haven't put it on.
No, I see.
It is, isn't it?
See.
It is. It is.
I'm wondering if I might want the centres of those to be the same as my background.
that would make them pop. That would be
if
fantastic.
you made all of those in the navy blue.
And you're going to have enough because you've got 40 centimetres left over. The only problem would be then I would change the order of the ones.
Yes, because you don't want navy blue on navy. Yeah, there's only one though, so with navy blue next to it.
You're right. So that particular,
so that one you could just
all I would do is swap those two
over,
around just so that you didn't have navy on navy. But that would make it absolutely pop, John.
Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed.
You're very welcome.
Okay, Elizabeth, who said, what show have I come in? I thought we might have offended her. She was like, anything with you in, I'll watch it. Thank you, Elizabeth. Right. Oh, the finished quilt Lorna is 56 by 56 inches, 142 by 142 centimetres. The pant on its own is completely sold out. The bundle it does come in the bundle though. It does come in the bundle. But having said that, how many bundles have we got? 3 bundles left. Excuse me, 3 bundles left. You get 12 metres of fabric. La, 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 la. All from different ranges. You have got here, you've got the Liberty. You've got Solstice. You've got Splodge. You've got Pebbles. You've got all sorts of things in there. And then that Roses, Norma Rose, was it that one was called? Anyway, you get all those, 129.99 plus. So it's enough to do the front and the binding of the quilt. You need to supply your own wadding and your own backing. This backing bundle, now this is only 44 inches wide, so you'd have to piece it for the backing, but it's 4 metres of navy, Rose and Hubble cotton, 100% cotton, machine washable, quilting weight. £27.49. The waddings, we haven't got time to show the waddings, but the waddings we will run them through in the break, so they'll appear underneath us on the after the break. Okay? Oh, got fabulous fabrics coming up next. Thank you, Wendy. We'll see you in an hour doing a Barge Yellow bag, and I'll be back in 3 minutes with some brand new Japanese fabric, some brand new school days fabric, and my favourite range, the vegetables. See you in 3.
To see me back. My favourite piece of kit with the sewing is the seam ripper. Hello, I'm Janice from Birmingham. I specialise in dressmaking. I used to run a children's shop and I love making children's clothes. My mother encouraged me to sew from an early age. When we were young, we did dressmaking in school. My claim to fame was the sewing quarter. But I'm now making also jumpsuits for ladies and men of all shapes and sizes, and it seems to be going for the festivals around the country. See you on the show.
Have you heard about Yarn Lane, a TV show dedicated to knitting, crochet and all things yarn? Bringing you demonstrations from our expert guests as well as the latest tools. And find out what's coming up on the show by following us on Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to our email newsletter or visit the programme guide on our website at www.yarnlane.com.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
While we're having to spend more time at home again, we're here to keep you busy and entertained. Sewing Street will be live every day from 8 AM, bringing you plenty of demonstrations with our experts in dressmaking, quilting, bag making, toy making, needle felting, embroidery, and so much more. Our community of fellow sewists on the Sewing Street fans Facebook group are there to chat to you about whatever you're making, sharing photos and advice. Check out the Sewing Street Facebook and Instagram pages for fun competitions and offers.
Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33.
While we're having to spend more time at home again, we're here to keep you busy and entertained. Sewing Street will be live every day from 8 AM, bringing you plenty of demonstrations with our experts in dressmaking, quilting, bag making, toy making, needle felting, embroidery, and so much more. Our community of fellow sewists on the Sewing Street fans Facebook group are there to chat to you about whatever you're making, sharing photos and advice. Check out the Sewing Street Facebook and Instagram pages for fun competitions and offers.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too. This was today's early bird. Exactly half the stock has gone already. And there's loads in baskets. I'll just pop it down. Do you want to see this from upstairs? Look, it's beautiful. This has got like it's not calico. I've still got sanitizer on my hand. Look. It's like a calico coloured. It's cotton. Calico cotton, and the colours on it are beautiful, aren't they? They're kind of soft O'Donnell and... Oh, yes, very old, because that's his Chinese empire there, doesn't it? And I wonder why France is a different colour to everybody else. Were they in a different empire in those days? They're in the same colour as Mexico. That's not right, is it? Oh, and there, down there. Where's Ethiopia? Oh, there it is. No, I've got it. That's Eritrea there. Only because I asked, because I found some pictures this week of me in Ethiopia, and it brought back so many happy memories. Zanzibar. My friend Patsy's from Zanzibar. It's fascinating, isn't it, when you look at the world like that? Beautiful. Where are we? Oh, there we are. Where are we? We're little. Okay, fewer than 20 of those left now. Fewer than 20 left. It's 100% cotton. It's machine washable. It's a panel. It's 75 centimetres long. 0.75. And it's your normal width wide there. It is lovely, isn't it? I wonder what you're going to make out of it. I'd love to see. Anyway. Oh, a travel cushion. You often take a cushion on travels then. On the airplane, but we can't go, can we? You have it for the car. Oh, you haven't got a car, Hannah, have you? Well, no, I was working out on the way here. So Hannah hasn't got a car at the moment because she hasn't passed the test. But but I was just thinking. Oh, it must cost her a fortune to travel. Actually, the only place she comes is here. So she'd only use her car 2.5 times a week because it's like 7-day fortnight or 7 times a fortnight. So it's actually, you're better off at the moment without paying for your car, your road tax, your petrol, your this, your that. Yeah, when lockdown's over and you go and visit friends. Yeah, it is okay at the moment. Right, right, hang on a second. Were there any messages? I'm sure we had a message. Oh, Rosina, Rosina, we'll find the product code for you. Hannah's just doing that now. And I'll be able to tell you the code. I'll tell you the code in a second. That's it. Right. Okay. Fabric, gorgeous. Now I'm over this side so that Wendy can set up over there. So we haven't got a manic dash in the next break to get everything sorted. Excuse me. Right. Right, so where shall I start? I've got brand new Japanese fabric. I've got brand new School Days fabric. I've got my favourite vegetable range. I've got all sorts to show you. Everything is on pre-order, so people are starting to buy it already. Right, we're doing Japanese fabric first. Okay, because the thing is, you know when there's something new, don't they? This is the umbrellas from above. It's weird, isn't it? They're called umbrellas from above. I thought they were... Oh, they're not called that. Are they not Tamari balls? What are they then? Dentures. We'll put the graphics in. Sorry, let's move that away. There you go. Right, now these are the three. I'm just, right, at the moment, right, that's the blue one. I've also got a black one and a white one. It's called Densha. Densha. This is good. Now, I know why this is flying out, because you love your Japanese fabrics, and this is brand new to us today. What does Densha mean then? It does look like parasols. A few of the like London had it, Carnaby Street had it, Bristol had it, Bath had it, where they had the decorations, didn't they, with the umbrellas hanging down. Oh, it's not a... Okay, electric train is the definition of Densha. Let's go with parasol, shall we? Let me just put my hand in that shot there so you can just see the size of the print. It's lovely. It's 100% cotton. Let's have a look. Printed in Japan, obviously. Oh, look at the... I'll just leave it here. Look at the colours on the selvage. Beautiful. Looks like there's more colours in there than that, doesn't it? Densha definitely means train. Unless they're the train wheels. Okay, Hannah says she's been on a train in Japan. The wheels aren't like that, John. Yeah, I thought it was dentures, Jackie. I thought it was dentures as well. Not that they look like dentures, but that colour, that background colour is beautiful. And then it just... and you've got gold in there as well, but not gold glittering. It's going to come off. It's a gold ink. Have you got that product code yet? Who's asked you about your driving test? Oh, and she didn't take a test. And so I'll just explain very quickly. Hannah went on one of those intense courses, right? And then had to go, then lockdown happened and everything. And then they said, right, you can come and do your test. You have to do 2 days of driving around or 3 days of driving around and do your test. So she took some time off work. She went to the test centre. She did 3 days of driving. She drove in fog. She drove in snow. She drove in rain. Everything. Morning of the test, she got to the test centre. And the lady just came out and went, like that. Too foggy. Too foggy. So she didn't actually take it after paying all that money. She didn't take it. I hope they'll keep your because she passed her theory test, right? So I hope it doesn't run out by the time you go back next time, because you won't be allowed to do it now, will you? Until the next. Oh, that won't happen, will it? 4th of Feb. That's not going to happen. Rosina, morning. Oh yeah, Rosina, we're just looking. Oh, we're just looking for it now for you, my love. Right, okay, I'll move on from the blue. You can do what? Oh, there it is on Facebook Live. NFYV30. Apparently it's not on the website because it's out of stock. But anyway, you've got the code. You've got the code for future. Right, so that's the blue one. Black, next most blue's the most popular on pre-order. The blacks, well, it's like they're making the colours pop, isn't it? Like a black opal, this. Ooh. Yeah, because the aircon's really kicked in now. That's what's making me cough, isn't it? Because the aircon's kicked off. Yeah, if you don't mind, if you don't mind popping out and switching it off. £6.99. This is for half a metre. It's 44. That's only half of it there. This is a whole. This is what you get. It's, thank you, Hannah. I swear in front of everybody. It's freezing, isn't it? It just kicked in. There we go. £6.99. Ah, it's beautiful. I think I still prefer the blue, personally. What are you going to make out of it? That's great material for covering buttons. Moya from Thirsk. Oh, now doesn't Derek live in Thirsk? I think Derek lives in Thirsk, doesn't he? Not Derek who sings. Little Derek. $6.99. Well. It's beautiful though, isn't it? But yeah, gorgeous for making cover buttons. Or ribbons. Imagine if you cut it. Or not binding, but a border on a quilt would be beautiful. Now, yesterday Yvonne was saying she wants to do more Japanese themed. I wonder if she could incorporate this into one of her patterns. Oh, yesterday she had like the not coasters, table mats, didn't she? Did we sell the pattern on its own yesterday? Yeah, we did. We did. We're on the website right now. Mind you, I don't think I'd want black placemats, you see, but I might want white placemats. These would be nice placemats. Or pyjama bottoms. Wash the fabric through, because it's got a bit of dressing on if you're going to wear it as a clothing, because it just needs that dressing coming out. But there's the white one, you see. Have you seen how much pyjamas are now as well? I got, you know, when I was when you're on Facebook and or YouTube and the adverts pop up, or Instagram, the adverts pop up, and I was like, oh, they're nice pyjamas, might get those. They were like £85 for a pair of pyjamas. I was like, nobody's going to see them. I'll get strangled in bed wearing them because I'm not very good with, anyway. Oh, Julie says, has it got a pattern repeat? Is it 10 to 12 inches? Right, it's there to there, isn't it? Sorry, you can't see that. Hang on a sec. Where's the tape? The tape measure's gone. Did Elliot take the tape measure? I've got it. Got it. It's here. And then I'll show that thing as soon as she's done this. So, who was it just asked? Julie, my love. Right, whereabouts are you? Here. Right, so let's go from that red one there to the end. Oh, it's just under 8 inches. Let's just make sure that is a repeat. Red, blue floral, green swirl. Yeah. Just under 8 inches the repeat is. Now, we were just talking about if you bought... There must be a wish list. So it's on Rosina's wish list. Right. If you were... the placemats I was talking about that we showed yesterday. If you want to go to the website, right, go to the website and you go to the shop and you search Village fabrics, yeah. So there's the kit in red up there. Is it not also in blue? Oh, okay. But look, there's the pattern down there. £8.50. Get the pattern and you can use some of this Japanese fabric. You don't get the bowl. That picture's the bowl would have slid off your table by now, wouldn't it? Rightio, moving on. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one. Karen in Wigan's got this one, but in the grey. This has a thicker texture to it, this one. This is not like... You can use it for quilting, and you can use it for dressmaking, you can do anything, but it has got a definite texture to it. This isn't new, this one's not new. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Karen's got the most beautiful dress made out of the grey version of this. Oh, no, I'm telling a fib. It's this fabric, but it's the grey version, but it's the one with koi carp. Sorry, my head's just... koi carp. Hers has got koi carp on it. But look at the movement in there. Look at the colour in there. It's beautiful. Umi. I know what it means. Umi means waves in Japanese. No, you can check. It's fine. I'm bound to be wrong. And there's a Japanese singer called Umi. Is that like Lulu? Oh, now, I was on my Instagram the other day and it suddenly came up saying Lisa Snowdon, who I know, is having not a private chat, is having a chat with, and I was like, I wonder if she's chatting to her. I clicked on it, she chatted to Lulu. And I think it's the weirdest thing because you can sit and watch somebody's conversation. So Lulu was there and Lisa Snowdon was there And they were like chatting away. The real Lulu. Way, that Lulu. And then the other day, there was Alan Cummings, because I worked with Alan Cummings years ago. He was busy chatting, and it's just two people having a conversation. You're sitting there like... I think it's where you... So if somebody comes up, there's a little thing at the bottom you can press, and they invite you in. And it wasn't just me able to watch, everyone was able to watch. But very strange. I'll find out what it's called in a minute. Right, hang on. 1, 2, 3... That one's slightly different. So I've got 4 here of the same pattern in different colours. I'll show you all 4 first. So you've got it in the red, the black, the blue and the purple. Yeah, this one's brand new. I'll come to that in a minute. Now, somewhere in the warehouse, there's that fabric in red and blue, but we... Oh, okay, we'll do that in a minute then. Let's do these 4 first. So which colour would you like to go first? Red first. Here we go. Oh, these are cranes and the chrysanthemums and fans. Multi-directional this is. Multi-directional. Have I missed a demo on pyjamas? I remember Rebecca mentioning it. No, we've not done oh. No, Rebecca said she was going to do pyjamas, didn't she? I don't know if she has. No, you haven't missed one. Definitely not today, anyway. That's lovely, isn't it? This is it in the red. No, I just said it's not directional because those cranes are facing that way. There's a repeat. Look, there's the repeat. About 12 inches. Yeah, about 12-inch repeat. But that's upside down. So it's multi-directional, this one. This is the kind of fabric that Crazy Lorraine loves. She's got loads of bags made out of this. 7-berry, very, very good quality from Japan. Next colour. Oh, OK, the graphics are frozen. That one was called Tokiwa, which I'm presuming means crane in flight. I'm guessing. Oh, hang on. We're having issues with the graphics. Be with you in a second. I'll start showing the next one, shall I? So this is the black one then. There you go. It's nice, isn't it? Beautiful. Sky keeps disappearing. Oh, Pauline, I don't think there's anything we can do about that at our end. Gorgeous, isn't it? That background is like an inky jet black. And then that one's got purples in it as well. It's lovely, isn't it? We'll be putting graphic in a second for you to be able to buy it. There you go. £6.99 for half a metre. Tokiwa in black. Should we look up what Tokiwa is? Is it crane in flight? Margaret, you should have a shirt made out of that John Scott. Oh, that's telling me, isn't it? Oh, I was right. Eternal unchanging. Exactly what I said. Cranes in flight, same thing. You wouldn't want anything to be eternal and unchanged, would you? Want it to change? Surely be to goodness. Right, so that's the black one. Now I've got the blue one. Oh, we'll let Elliot know. Someone else has just said, Pat said her Sky's dropping out as well. No, Sky's not normally us. Have we paid the bill this month? We'll tell Elliot now. Once we put this... Oh, this is nice. The blue's gorgeous, isn't it? No, no, look. That's the black. Just... Oh, hang on. Where am I going? That's the black. That's the burgundy. This one's the blue. It's a lovely, deep midnight blue, this one. £6.99 for half a metre. Beautiful colours in there. 10 metres of that left, that's all, of the blue one. Now we've got the burgundy. I don't know if they call it burgundy. Do they all purple? Purple. Oh, okay. I'm not convinced. Oh, no, I am. It's because I'm too close to it. It is beautiful, intuit, isn't it? Lorraine, there you go. I love these fabrics. I told you that Lorraine loved these. It makes you good looking at, makes you feel good looking at them. Is it on the, are you going to read it out? Okay, let's read this then. Can you press the Dentica cream material as I couldn't press the navy gold stars material? Carol in Northern Ireland. Can I press what? Which one was it? I haven't got to, oh, denture, the denture one. Right, you carry on looking at the purple one for a minute. You carry on looking at the purple one. I think was the iron on still? Oh, the big iron's been taken. That Yvonne's stolen the big iron again, I think. Right, I'll just let the iron heat up and I'll come back and I'll press it in a second. Nothing like being interactive, is there? Right, so that's the purple one. Yeah. Oh, Freeview's dropping out too. Oh, Stuart's done his paperwork. Now sewing with you on. Oh, nice fabric, he says. We'll find out. We'll find out. Trudy says John's such hot stuff the TV waves can't handle him. If only. If only. My days of Mr. Caribbean Connection are well and truly over, I'm afraid. Oh, Emma, you've got so much to learn. You have to pay to come and see the one-man show if you want that, or buy the book. Right. This fabric is brand new. Now, I need to tell you, you can buy it in 3 different colours. We've got the black, we've got the blue, and we've got like a dark crimson red, haven't we? This is the black in the real life. It's got hexes. It's got chrysanthemums. It's got those. Are they? And then, but look at the background. It's like kind of, it's nice. Now, let me just move it across. You can see, look, see here. Oh, hang on. Look. It's nice, isn't it? So this is the black background. This is called Cujo. I told you I was multilingual, didn't I? Cujo, this one's called. Oh, Facebook Live's doing this as well now. Jane says ours is dipping in and out. My Facebook Live's been all right here. We are investigating it when Elliot comes back from his meeting. He's in a meeting in the smallest room in the house. Oh, he's back from his meeting. Right, while Hannah's doing that, let me go and try and press the white fabric then, because somebody said they couldn't press the fabric, didn't they? Are you all right to come over here, Emma? Oh, yes, here I am, look. Right, okay. Right, hang on, let's have a look, So let's just fold it over. Let's fold it over. Right. Oh, yes, but look, can I just say, it's pressed beautifully. Look how crisp that fold is there. Isn't that lovely? So, yes, it does. Was it Carol that was having issues with pressing it? Presses beautifully, Carol. Right. Okay, so now this fabric here comes in the black, but it also comes in, which didn't get sent up from the warehouse. It also comes in, which colour would you like to do first? Red first, and we're going to do it from the website, not from here. It's a picture of me. There it is. There's the red. There's the red. Oh, it's lovely in the red, isn't it? Oh, now, Julie says, the Japanese have extolled their cranes and chrysanthemums. We have crows, magpies and dandelions. Oh, Jules. Right, it also comes in blue. Right, I have to wait for the picture to come up. I'll tell you when it's ready. I'm not doing a Rebecca Reed. I'm just having to look there. Whoa, that's gorgeous. That was what I said the first day I met Hannah. No, to be honest, you don't know this story, Emma. It was when we used to work at Roxco. I walked through the gallery and Hannah was shadowing the producers and everything. I watched her a few times. She came out and she went, I've seen you on the telly. That was the first thing she said to me. And I was like, that's nice. And then she was in for a few weeks. I went through, and then I went to Cherry, our boss, and I went, don't ever put me with that girl. Do never, ever put me on air with that girl. And here we are. I've said worse about other people, but you know. Anyway, that's the blue one. That's the blue one. You were nervous, that's what it was. Right, okay, let's move on to some more Japanese fabric. This one I have in 3 colourways. Little Anan flower. There's cream, navy, and the red and gold there. Cream with gold. It's like confetti more than flowers, isn't it? Cherry blossoms, they are. Cherry blossom pink, as what Caroline Lindsay used to say. Lilac, lavender, and cherry blossom pink. Oh, it's not Flower, it's a city in Japan. Elliot, just for you at home, if you are dropping in and out, Elliot's onto it now. He's finished in his meeting. He's onto it now. Oh, no. Elliot, she says sorry for being rude and aggressive to you. You've been like that with everyone today. Yes. You were really like that with the lighting lady, Claire, this morning in prep. But we won't go there. She's forgiven you. We're not laughing at Claire. We love Claire. We absolutely love Claire. I'm laughing at Hannah and her moods because I'm used to it, you see. Isn't it funny when you love somebody and oh no, I didn't say I loved Hannah, but I do love Hannah. But you know when you love somebody and you get used to their funny ways, you don't think about it. It's only when they start talking to someone else like that, you think, oh, that's a bit aggressive. But it's just Hannah being, she hadn't had any chocolate, you see. That was the problem. No, you'd have to say sorry to me. She's gone now, but she was fine with it. She loves you. No, she wasn't crying, Emma. Stop stirring. Oh, she's worse than little Paul, isn't she? Stirring. This is the red one. Are we calling this red? Wine? Well, if your wine was that colour, you'd send it back, wouldn't you? And then gold floral on wine. $6.99. Now this one's got gold, so the cream had gold. This one's got gold, but the navy has got silver. We're coming up in a minute. Hannah is so funny. I had a great time with her at Sewing Quarter. I don't know why I keep trying to read without my glasses. I'm trying to prove to myself that I'm not getting old and I don't need my glasses. I'm like really straining. There's fewer than 10 metres of the red one, of the wine one. It's very nice, isn't it? And then the navy with the silver. This is nice. This is the last of the Japanese fabric sets. I've still got a launch and I've got my vegetable fabric. I know, loads. Yeah. You see it behind me? That's the vegetable fabric behind me there. And I've got some that I haven't had before. There's 2 panels in there as well. Anyway. Oh! That funny noise, if you heard it, was I threw the tape measure to go into my... I've got a little metal trolley that I have to put all my stuff in. And the end of it was over, and it slowly just dropped and dropped and dropped like that over the side. Right, let's move on. We're doing school days or we're doing fruit? Brand spanking new today. I've got them in a bundle, a mega bundle, and I've also got them all individually. Here's the mega bundle. They've been folded unusually, Hannah. And it also, very strangely, there's one on black. Look, hang on, let me try and get those in the shot. There you go. They're lovely. So this one is crayons, paper clips, icons, icons on black, apples. Or are they tomatoes? No, apples. Crayons on pastel. Oh, I see. So we've got paper clips in pastel in brights. We've got crayons in pencil and bright. We've got icons on black and white. And they look like little bottoms. Close to. That's the bundle. So that's £47.99. You get 3.5 metres, 7 fabrics. It is, you're going to love it by the half metre. So where should we start? Crayons, right? So I'm going to show you the 2 different colourways because they're exactly the same pattern, but this one is in bright and this one is pastel. Brights first. This is lovely cotton. Oh, it smells nice as well. Right. This is your half meter. Don't worry, everything that comes on the set doesn't get sent out. It goes into quarantine. So none of this will be sent out. Even the books and everything, even if, you know, like, they will be sent out eventually, but they're all quarantined after the show. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Cute. Okay, hang on a minute. Oh no, I've put my glasses on now. No, I didn't think they were branded, but to me they look like microphones with wire, you know. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone, like that. And remember in the older days, they used to have a really long wire going offset and if they went too far, it was like, oh, but it's not, it's crayons. They're crayons. Gorgeous. It's very uplifting. That's what we need, isn't it? Something bright and uplifting. School Days Crayons on Multi, that one's called. Well, it's not, it's on cream. It'll be interesting to what they call the pastel one, won't it? Let's do the pastel one and see what it's called. Okay, this is what you get. This is the right way around. This is the pastel. It's not got any mention of pastel. And it's not on white. It's pretty though, isn't it? That's more subtle, like a little girl's dress I'm imagining for that. There's an advert on telly at the moment, isn't there, where there's a lady in a bathroom and she's wiping a drawing that her child has done on the side of the bath. And then she goes, oh, Gregory, you are a... And the whole bathroom has got drawing all over it. And she goes, oh, yeah, that's really going to happen, isn't it? That's not how you would react. Well, who knows? It's an advert for like a cleaning product. And the child has taken crayons and drawn all over the side of the bath. And she's just wiping it off really easily like that. Mind you, that other one where he sings and the dog. Oh, and he thinks he's a rock star. And he's mopping the kitchen floor. Yeah, anyway. I'm not a fan of that one. I don't watch many adverts because I always fast forward. When I'm watching my Miss Marple, I fast forward. Let's get John for a microphone for an hour singing. Listen, we'd lose our licence if I sang for an hour. Full stop. Right, where would you like to go now, Hannah? Paper clips now. Now, they are different coloured paper clips. No, they're not. One's bright, one's pastel. So this is your brights, this is your pastel. This will be on cream, this will be on white. Oh, okay. So I'll do the brights first, shall I? Oh, I've got a paper label on this one. Is this the right number? Oh, we've got a delivery. YXUQ51. Hang on, Hannah. This isn't the right code. You've uploaded the pastel one. No, sorry, not uploaded. So hang on. I've got YXUQ51. Ignore the photo on the website. You are definitely getting the brights with this one. So it's correct. The other one was correct. The crayons were correct. But this, if you order YXUQ51, this is the one you'll get. Me? No, I just said if you buy YXUQ51, this is the one you'll get. What? Okay, the web's right now. It's all sorted now. Oh, there's all sorts going on. So I'm just eavesdropping now, listening to what's going on. All right. What's been delivered? Oh, okay. Yeah, go on the new panels. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, it was Bex and what's the boy called? Tom. We're working on it. It's a new project. I'm not allowed to say what it is, but it's a project that Tom and Bex work on. $6.99. School days. Paper clips up. That's the bright one. That's the bright one. Now let's do the pastel one. Yeah. This is the pastel one. I'm thinking like a little pencil case or quilting. Oh, like child's quilt. Oh, Dulcie's making a child's quilt. Maybe I should say that. John, stop it. I'm trying to do my makeup for work and I'm crying with laughter. What happened? What happened? What happened? Nobody is laughing. Okay. Anyway. This is the right one. Have you got any dragon fabric? Fabulous show, says Pat. No, no Japanese dragon. Is there any in the warehouse? I don't think there is there? Oh, hang on. No, when Hannah looked the other day, there wasn't. But we'll pass your message on to the buyers. Oh, I think we've got new buyers starting this week, haven't we? Okay, Trudy says, no black eyes, I heard. Oh, that's a yes. Trudy says it's bad trying to do anything when John's on telly. Oi! Well, Carol's just gone, morning. Morning, Carol. Morning. Couldn't agree more, John. The advert with the man being a rock star is the most annoying annoying ad ever from Carol in Somerset. Oh, isn't it? I can think of worse, but you know that one really annoys me. Right, all the icons now. This comes in black and white. There's no mistaking the difference between these two. Oh, this is going to be popular. This is going to be really popular. Now, I'm sorry. Well, have a look at this, right? That's supposed to be the world, right? It looks like an exotic dancer in a tutu. Doesn't it look? I wonder what country that meant to be. Anyway, look. You're not very good at geography. I've got a map here if you want to borrow it, Emma. Right, okay, so what we're looking at here is scissors, letters, crayons, apples. Is that a protractor? Is that what they used to be called? A protractor? Yeah, it was a protractor, though, Hannah, back in there. Share by, times, oxygen, water. What's the matter? Yeah, share by. Did they not teach that at school? Share by. Isn't that what you call it? Oh, okay. When I was at school, it was share by. 8 shared by 4 is 2. 9 shared by 3 is 3. Oh, they've never heard of that. It must be not a gender thing, a generation thing. A generation thing. Right, hang on, there's more on here. There's a book, there's a paint, not an easel, what's that called? Palette? No. What do you call that there? Oh, it's a palette. Globe. Test tube. Done the apple, done the apple. Just think if there's anything else there. Oxygen, water, I've done that. Oh, are they grades? Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Oh, they are. F for fail. This is F as far as it goes. It is, look. Oh, did you get some of those, Emma? Sally Ann Harrison's watching. Morning, John. Love that shirt. Thank you, Sally Ann, my love. I'll give wave to Sally Ann. Sally Ann, have you still got the microphone? We're having to share one. Oh, listen, imagine she'd left it on and we could hear her at home with her handsome husband chatting. Doesn't work like that. Be funny though, wouldn't it? She could do some of her Pam Ayres poems while she was there, couldn't she? Right, here's the one in white. This is Make a Love. Oh, it's Make a Love. Oh, lovely shirt for a little boy or a little girl, wouldn't it? Message from Yvonne. Oh, Yvonne Macadamia's messaged in. Is it coming across the bottom or is she reading it? Oh, it's an email. Hang on. So, Yvonne, remember she was on yesterday and she said she loves everything Japanese and we said she should do that in a new Japanese project. She said, I'm actually using the Cream Dempsey. No, that's Dempsey and Makepeace. It wasn't Denture. Yeah. Oh, needle case, making a needle case. Hopefully bring it to the show in February/March. Well, I don't, is she on with me? Oh, you're on with us next time, but it won't be too soon, won't it? That's still this month. Oh, now Mo, who's she's at the, now Emma, something you have to know about Mo. She used to be a champion ice dancer. She used to have a hot water, no, not hot water bottle. What's that thing? Tub. Thing, garden, swilly water. Hot tub in the garden and she could see dolphins twirling in the Firth of Forth. She's now moved and she can only see the back of Tesco's. But anyway, she said she can't afford Sky, but Freeview's dropping out as well. Okay, next. Oh, I've only got one left, apples. Look close. Apples. Sally Ann said, oh, sorry about the microphone. Rest assured it's on its way back to you. Lo says, coffee and cherry chocolate muffin today. Lo, where'd you get all your cakes from? My shops don't have all the flavor. I didn't go and buy a coffee cake on the way home yesterday because we were so late leaving yesterday. It was dinner time by the time I got home. Oh, Karen from Kent. Morning, my husband has just gone off for his COVID vaccine. I'm home alone with the credit card. Uh-oh, says Karen. Oh, and Karen, when you've had it, depending on which one you have, so if you have the Pfizer one, you have to sit with the nurse for 15 minutes before they let you leave. If you have the Oxford one, you can leave straight away, but you have to sit in the waiting room. No, you have to sit in your car for 15 minutes before you drive home. What? No, I'm saying she's got a bit longer. He's not just driving there having his jab and driving back. She's got an extra 15-minute slot, whether he's in with the nurse or he's in the car before he sets off. Look. Apples. What do they call it? An apple a day. On white. Oh, Carol, I'll do that with the vegetable. I'll do that with the vegetable fabric. Is it coming across the bottom or is it an email? Hi, John. Carol watching. Don't forget to stroke the material. Love how you do it. From Carol in South Yorkshire. I'll do that with the apple fabric. Oh, Lo makes all the cakes. Lo bakes them. Oh, I've got time to be making cakes. I need one of those big, what they're called. They get them in different colours. And Nigella's got one. I wouldn't ever use it, but it looks nice on the kitchen counter, doesn't it? Oh, Craig, I've got to do the vegetables. Come on. Right, this is a bundle. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half meters of fabric plus 2 panels. I shall show you them all in a minute. They are all available individually as well. So you get Blissful Bounty fabric bundle, 2.5 meters plus 2 panels. Right, okay, that's the mega bundle. I'll show you what you get in mega bundle. We'll also sell them at the same time. My friend Sarah, we went to an EastEnders party, and my friend Sarah went as Pete's veg stall, and that's what she looked like. She built a whole vegetable stall around herself. I went as Doc Cotton. No, that wasn't the party with the see-through coat. That was when we were doing Rocky Horror Show. Right. Tomato. Oh, you can tell this is American. Zucchini. They don't call them that in my supermarket. Beets. Hot peppers. Corn, pickles, cucumber. It's nice, isn't it? And then you get these at the bottom here. Asparagus seeds, zucchini from the Ohio Valley, green beans. Anyway, that's gorgeous, isn't it? That's a lovely big panel. How much was it? $9.99. Okay. Right, then I've got the other panel, which is seed packets. Oh, this is very popular, this one. Oh, it's very, oh, nice. $9.99. Beans and beets and zucchinis and cabbage and bell peppers, asparagus, tomatoes, and then they're all repeated. I love it. I love fresh asparagus. When we were doing that film in South Africa, what was that? The Ghost in the Darkness. All the farms around us were either flower farms or asparagus farms. So you'd get fresh asparagus. And Marge taught me to do this thing where you put vinegar. No, you put butter in a pan, like half a pound of butter. Not good for half a pound of butter in a pan. And then when it boils up like that, you add a cup of brown vinegar and it goes like that. And it makes the most delicious drizzle to go over the asparagus. Anyway, I'll do this one first. Scenic Vegetable Gardens, or Veggie Garden. Good tip. It's the Oxford one. He'll be gone for a while. The scent's about 45 minutes away. Looking forward to the vegetables. And Carol. Ooh. Ooh. $7.99. $7.99. Oh, heck. KitchenAid, that's what it's called. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Schiller, Carol, she has her husband's credit card. So like John mentioned, your husband will be away for a while. So you have more time to use the card. I know, Schiller. I told her that. This one's about to sell out. So I'll need to... It's always if it's in the bundle, still in the bundle. You get your half metre in the bundle, but buy the half metre. It's about to sell it. Oh, and there's only 2 bundles left. There's only 2 bundles left. Oh, sorry, you want to do packets of seeds? No, I'm ready. See? Right, this is very limited. There you go. This is packets of seeds. Very, very limited. $7.49, that's about to go. Okay, then can I go to anywhere? Right, this is nice. I've not seen this one. I will wipe my hand. I know I'll just lick my finger, don't worry, I'll do this. Right, this is called what? All over veggies, this is. Tossed on white. Those carrots look gorgeous, don't they? Oh, and this. Artichoke. I had an artichoke once when I was in Switzerland. And we went, we were at Uncle Brenton's house for dinner. And in his dining room, he hasn't got electricity, he only had like a chandelier with candles on. And we were sitting eating, because you take each of those leaves off and you dip it in the mayonnaise and you eat it like that. And we had candle wax just dripping on us the whole time. I know, very strange. Don't like mushrooms, they look more like toadstools. Or they, shiitake. Don't know. Onions, peas in a pod, garlic, beetroot. That's it, I think. About to sell out. It's very popular, this vegetable fabric, isn't it? I wonder why. We haven't even shown the apron and the bag. Okay, now I've got the vegetable stall. Not the stall, though. It's like, you know, all the vegetables. Oh, that reminds me of when we used to go to the open market in Louth when I was little, and you just walk along and there were all the stalls with everything in boxes like that. So there's tomatoes, peppers. It's a posh one, this, isn't it? Garlics, beetroots. Are they butternut squashes? Or are they yellow courgettes? Little yellow courgette. The Prince song, do you not know that one? There was one I just looked at and didn't know what it was. Hang on. Oh, Melissa's emailed in. Oh, Melissa's going to order some of this and she's going to make placemats and an apron with it. Beautiful. The thing is, it's all lovely. It's going to be so uplifting, and that's what we need at the moment for our mindfulness, isn't it? We need uplifting. Right, last one in this range. Oh, I like this one. Small veggie collage, this one called. This will be Karen in Wigan. I bet she makes a dress out of this one. I've not seen this one before. It's nice, isn't it? Oh, I love Louth Market, says Shelley, but it's not the same now. Shelley, I'm talking 55 years ago. In the days when you'd go to the chicken stall, you'd choose your chicken, they'd chop its head off and it would run up and down the blooming market till it stopped, right? And I used to have nightmares about it when I was a child. Can you blame me? And we used to park in the car park by the church that had the nativity scene outside. Do you know it? No. In my brain, there was a nativity scene there all year round, but obviously it wasn't. And also, when we used to drive home, when the farmers had taken in all the wheat and barley or whatever they were growing, they'd set fire to all the fields. So you'd be driving home and all the fields around you would all be like that, stubble burning away. Did I what? Right? No. That's just a childhood memory, that's all. Right, am I finished? Well, not completely. I've still got 2 hours to go yet. Yeah. Wendy Orlando's up next, and she's making... We show the bag, can't we? Oh, you got pictures. You got pictures. It's the Bargello bag, the big one. There you go. We've got 2 panels, and to make that Bargello bag, and there's enough left over. Oh, that's a close-up. Then there's enough left over to make this little tote bag as well, which isn't a Bargello. And as well as the 2 kits, we also have 2 other panels with, one's called Marmalade and one's called Pastel Full Stripe. Not quite so romantic, is it? We'll see you in about 3 minutes from now. Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33.
Hi, I'm Debbie Shaw from Sewing Street, and these are my 5 top tips for successful sewing. So, number 1, always use a good quality thread. A good quality thread will keep your seams stronger and also help to prevent lint building up inside your sewing machine. Tip number 2, if your project isn't going quite according to plan, put it down, walk away from it, come back again the next day and you'll probably find that things don't seem half as bad as they did. My tip number 3, never throw away your sewing machine manual, always keep it to hand because you're going to find hints and tips, techniques and troubleshooting in that manual. You'll miss it if you lose it. My tip number 4 is to read your pattern instructions before you even cut out your fabric. Different manufacturers of patterns will give you different instructions, different ways of constructing your garments and different seam allowances. So to have a successful garment, you need to follow the instructions precisely. And then tip number 5 is don't give up. Every professional sewer sewed their first seam. Every professional quilter quilted their first quilt. Every professional quilter sewed their first line of wonky stitches and had to get out the quick unpick. That's no different to you. So I hope you find these useful. We'll see you soon.
Hi, I'm Wendy Orlando and I'm a craft blogger. You can find me over at thecraftyco.com, and if you do head on over and have a peep, you will see that I'm a tutorial blogger. I do all kinds of crafts, but my passions are crochet, knitting and sewing, which I've done for over 45 years. In that time, I've made lots of mistakes, but I have learnt lots of tricks and top tips that I can't wait to share. What I'd like to bring to the Sewing Street table is to show that you don't need to have gone to university or have a degree in design to be able to sew. You just need passion, a bit of courage to take the first steps, and a whole lot of patience. Oh, and an unpicker. You will need an unpicker. I do hope that you will follow me as I take my Sewing Street journey, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.
you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too.
While we're having to spend more time at home again, we're here to keep you busy and entertained. Sewing Street will be live every day from 8 AM, bringing you plenty of demonstrations with our experts in dressmaking, quilting, bag making, toy making, needle felting, embroidery, and so much more. Our community of fellow sewists on the Sewing Street Fans Facebook group are there to chat to you about whatever you're making, sharing photos and advice. Check out the Sewing Street Facebook and Instagram pages for fun competitions and offers.
Sorry, we're just having a bit of a gossip here. Yeah, I was in Jewellery Maker Friday and Sunday. Yeah. Would you like to make this bag? We've got two versions of it. It's a panel. We've got a panel you can make it from. It's lovely, isn't it? This is the one that we always say looks a bit like Ola Keeley, but we're not allowed to say that. That's gorgeous, isn't it? Right. So, and then there's enough fabric left over if you want to make a little. I think this is gorgeous. Look at this. I'd bring my lunch in that, but I'd need about 4 of them to bring my lunch in. Isn't it lovely? Right, okay, so there's what we're making. That's what we're making. Let me show you the panels. So let's do that one first. Oh, people are checking out already. I haven't even shown it to you yet. So you get 1 metre of white fabric, whole metre of white fabric. You get Wendy's instructions. Are they your instructions? Yeah, Wendy's instructions, designed by Wendy. That bush in your garden, then. Not covered in snow. This is the panel. This is the panel that you can make it from. Now, obviously, the Bargello, you have to make the Bargello. You don't. It's not a Bargello panel. It's white. Design roll, jelly roll, but they're shorter. They're half the width. Look, but there you go. You get all of that for £22.99. That's instructions, 1 metre of white, and the panel, £22.99. Okay, I've got another colourway here, which is in the bright blue. Again, you get the instructions, the metre of white. This is lovely. The blues in here are gorgeous, look. This is the one that Wendy's going to be demoing with. Is it? It's a different colour. It's a different colour. We'll find out which is the real colour in a minute for you. This is the... Oh, now this is different. This is different because these aren't half strips. These are full strips. Have we got the wrong panel? We got the wrong panel. Because that panel was half strips and this is long strips. That's okay. That's fine. That doesn't matter. We just might have to find out from the warehouse which colourway they've gone with. Because look at your blue flowers. Mine's a bright turquoise and yours is like a dark peacock. That's hers. I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you in a minute. Oh, yeah, because you'll spot so much. Right. So, Hannah... Yeah, so we need to find out which one it is they'll get, whether they'll get this one or they'll get that one. We'll carry on, we'll carry on, we'll carry on. Right, now I've also got, once you've got the instructions, now the instructions are not available on their own, they're only available in the bundle, but we have 2 other panels that you might want to buy. Now you have loads left over because these panels are enormous. Yeah. Wendy's got an example to show you of this in a minute, but look how much you get. Look how much you get. You get loads and loads and loads. That's just a gorgeous one to have. It's called Marmalade, that one, isn't it? Yeah, Marmalade. All paisley. It's all different paisleys, really, isn't it? That's just a panel on its own. That's good. Nothing else. It's one of those days, isn't it? You've just knocked your sewing box over. I've just thrown my glasses on the floor. Okay, that's that one. And then last but not least, I've got another panel on its own, and this is the stripy, pastel stripy one, if you want to make a more colourful version. Again, just the panel, nothing else. There you go. There you go. Just the panel. Oh, now, Pauline, have you got any? And Pauline says, Wendy, have you got any plans to bring back the green version of the bugs in a bag kit? Oh, she's not. Can't say anything, but yes, it's in the works. It's in the works. Oh, okay. So this poor old Misty Blue range, right? So first of all, the picture on the web of the Misty Blue is wrong. You do make a Bargello bag, but he's just put completely the wrong picture up, right? And we'll find out about the colourway in a minute. Okay, so sorry, I'll just do this. Go across to Wendy. Bargello. People frightened by Bargello because it looks so complicated, isn't it?
I love things that look complicated that aren't.
Yeah.
It's literally just piecing pieces of fabric together, cutting them up and then putting them back together. That's it.
Yeah.
And if this one is quite large in comparison to a lot of them, and it simply means that it's creating, you can create like what looks like movement by doing really thin strips and colour blocks, and it just makes it look like it's all wavy. This one is a little bit more static because they're bigger sections that I cut them up into. So you've got the two different colourways, and you did pick up on this. One of them has got the split.
Oh, I can't show the blue one at the moment, but you've got the blue.
Can't. The blue is the long strips.
Yeah.
And the other version,
this one here, what we call the All Achille essence of.
Now that it's got lots of different. They're all different fabrics on there, so you won't be able to make the back and the front the same.
Well, sometimes that's quite nice, isn't it?
Perfect, but yes, especially in the one that I've made. I purposely chose the colours I did so that on one side it looks kind of orange, on the other side it looks blue. So it looks like you've got two different bags. But this one I'm going to make the same colourway.
Have you got this? No, you haven't got this one made.
You've got it.
I've got this one.
You've got it.
I'm thinking about that one.
Right, this one
so
here.
hang on. So from this one, from this half and half one, this is the one you've made. So one side is like bluey, and the other side is more of the orangey colour, right?
But
so
what
it's different.
You can do, I've purposely done it like that so that I've got two looks if I turn my bag round. But what you can do is you could just do the colourways, you could put them all in a line, so you could have blue, orange, teal and white. You could have them
just hold
on both sides.
your blue spot fabric up so Hannah can see the difference.
Yeah, yours is a little bit more like...
Yeah, it's fine.
It's going to be... They're going to look exactly the same.
Yeah. Right, okay.
So with the blue version, or with any of the panels that have got the really long strips, you can make the back and the front, the two sides the same.
So out of the other three panels, you can make them the same both sides.
They can all be the same. And with this one...
Right, so that's the marmalade one, that's just the panel on its own.
This was my tester one that I made just to see if I liked it. So I didn't put white in this one. So you don't have to use white. I prefer the white because I think it just makes everything pop.
When you do a Bargello, you need either a pattern or a plane to create that, so you can see accentuate.
Create that wave, yes. Yeah. So I've gone with white on this one.
But you get in the blue one, you get a metre of white in the kit.
Already.
That one there, you're only buying,
this
you're
one's
not getting
just
instructions
the
or
panel.
anything, you're just getting the fabric panel.
Exactly, but you don't have to put white.
Oh! You wish I hadn't done that now. She's just, you keep looking at this bag.
Nothing to see here, John.
Yeah,
so with this one, I put a different colourway. It doesn't have to be
which we haven't got today.
It is a Sewing Street fabric, so it may be that it's just out of stock. But
no, we might have. We just hadn't had it scheduled in today. So
but
it'll be a dark yellow.
Also I've lined it in grey, so it goes beautifully with greys as well. Or you could do the white. I just, because I'd made this one up already, we just wanted to have it as an option because I absolutely love that colourway.
Okay.
Yeah, so, as I say, and we've just said, Bargello is not complicated. Yeah. It's literally just putting things together and then cutting them up again.
Can I just tell you a very quick story? When we all had to put rainbows in our, when we all chose to put rainbows in our windows right at the beginning of the first lockdown, we were doing the clap. I did, one of my Sunday sew-alongs was a rainbow Bargello. So lots of people put a fabric Bargello in their window. I should have sent Hannah a picture of mine. Anyway, now that people have taken their rainbows down, they've all made cushions out of them and things.
Oh, that's
got them in the house.
perfect.
So, yeah.
So did you have the colours going vertical or did you have them in a way?
I had them going like that. So the red went like that, then the pink went like that, then it was lovely. It was really, and I worked out the width so that it would make a perfect arc. Rather than a weight. If you'd put them all together, you'd have got M's, big M's of things. So the actual Bargello was cut of that shape.
It does all depend how you cut them, you subcut them
Yes,
as well.
yes, that's what I sat and worked out, the width, because it went wide. I think it went from 3.5 to ½ an inch sort of thing, but I did them so that they were like...
Couldn't have gone to... Oh, I see what you mean, the finish. You couldn't... I was going to say, because you could only go to an inch with your thinnest one.
Yes, but ½ inch when they're finished.
But then it's ½ inch. And that's the same as this strip here. So you can't go smaller than ½ inch, because with your 1/4 inch seam allowance, it would disappear. It would go on. And yeah, it does make a difference how you do the denomination. So I've just gone down ½ an inch each time, got to the middle and then gone up ½ an inch. So that's what creates that, like the... Yes,
because you've got more of a pyramid shape and mine was a definite arch shape. Yeah.
The bigger you do them, the thinner you do them, the more intricate you're going to be able to get the pattern. But I just wanted something really simple. I'm all about getting people at their machine.
Yes.
You know, I can sew and I've sewn for many, many years, but I want to get those people that are thinking, I can't do this. You absolutely can do this. Yeah. All you need to do is cut. Well, I'll show you how easy it is.
Emma, I'm just going to go down and get my glasses. You might want to take me out of my box. Right, okay, off you go then.
Oh, it's back again. It's back again. Yeah. So you've got the full comprehensive instructions there, and it's got lots of pictures, so you can follow the pictures. It tells you through every step of the way. Now, what I've done, I've already, because I wanted to aim it for beginners and people that haven't done this before, I've told people where to put their fabrics.
Right.
In respect to the plain one. If you put the plain at row 1 and 5, then you're going to get 3 fabrics in between, and I'll show you that one. Okay. So I've pre-cut all my strips, and I have cut these ones, John, rather than rotary cut
you cut them with scissors?
I did, because if you notice on the the different panels, some of them have a white band next to them, and some don't.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
So the ones that don't, it's probably better if you hand cut them.
Yeah.
So all I'm now going to do is I'm going to copy the colourway that I've got on this one. So I go white, dark, then paler, and then grey. And then I'm just going to do white, dark, paler, and then grey, where obviously I think the grey fell. Is there a grey one fallen over down the side, John?
I'm sorry, I am listening to you.
Oh, you are listening. I'm just going to check.
Oh, where you off to? Did you lose
colour? Well, one fell over the edge. So
are you all right?
I will make it of another one. That's not a problem.
I can go and get it for you if you want.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And you do get, that's a good excuse to show you how much you get left over. I don't know where it's gone, John.
Oh, no, it's not there.
I know it's disappeared. It's gone into the big hole. It has. So you get all this left over. And if you have a look at your one, John, that one, the little baby one, I didn't do Bargello with. All I simply did was you'll see that 1, 2, 3, 4 of the strips were still long strips, so I were able to cut them in half, and you've got them back and front. Yeah. But the other ones were just the ends off of the strips that I cut. That's it. Yes.
Show the other side then, Emma, as well.
There is. Are you teasing her?
Yes. She's new. She's got to do her initiation yet.
Don't tease her. Don't tease her.
Oh, I've lost all the comments now.
That teaches
Swipe
you.
left to reveal comments and reactions. There we go.
Right. So I'm just doing that one.
Oh, and now Kate wants to know, you're going to bring back some of your door stops. The gingerbread house went down well. Claire still got her Bargello rainbow up the window. Barbara says, I made the John Scott Bargello rainbow. I've just emailed, that's what I was doing when I wasn't this year. I've just emailed Hannah a picture of my front window. It's not a very good picture, I have to say, but with my rainbow in it as well.
I just think it was wonderful, and we used to, when we were able to go out on like a couple of walks a day, we would just go around and look at everyone's window.
Yeah, yeah.
It's amazing, because we didn't have the Christmas lights then. Well, we haven't now, because they've gone back down again, haven't they? All I'm doing is laying them, I've cut them to size, and it states it all in the pattern, and I've just laid them in the sequence that I want to put them in. So I've got a plain at 1 and 5, and then I've got 3 fabrics, because what's going to happen when I've sewn these all together, I'm then going to fold them up and sew them together. So if I had a white top and bottom, you're then going to have two whites. So do be a little bit careful of your material placement. And then all you're going to do, and you can't tell, John, I say this always, that this fabric is lovely both sides, so it doesn't matter if you do wrong or right. Just put right sides together, and then we're going to sew them all together. So I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch seam down here. There we go. And I do apologise about the colour of my thread. And I'm using a 2.4, if I've got it set at that, a 2.4, because this is a seam. Yeah. So I'm just doing a standard 2.4. And with this one, sorry, I'm going to take my stitch length down for this one because I'm going to be subcutting these. Right. So remember what I was saying about the foundation paper piecing. When you've got your open ends, if the stitch length is too big, they're going to open. So I'm going to take this down. I'm probably now going to take this down to a 1.4.
Oh, tiny.
Oh, I am, yes. Because I'm going to be doing, and you'll see in a moment, I'm going to be doing quite a lot of subcutting here.
When I change my foot on my machine, to the 1/4 inch foot, or to the 1/4 inch stitch, it automatically goes to 1.8 on my machine.
You'll see that, especially on this machine, it's wonderful because it's obviously all electronic. It turns dark blue for the optimum stitch that it believes, but you can override it.
Yeah. What's the matter, Han? Did you not say something? I thought you said something.
She was probably just singing, John.
She was just breathing.
Oh, that's okay. She's allowed to do that. I've got it set at the hair, John. We're off like a rocket.
That's the machine's brilliant because it doesn't wobble at all, does it?
I love this machine. It's absolutely amazing. And then all I'm going to be doing is putting them in order. Right. Now, when you're sewing in strips, it's always best to go up and down to stop it twisting. So I sewed that way, so now I'm going to sew this way this time.
Okay. I'll tell you how I do it now.
Oh, yeah.
I only sew 2 pieces together at a time.
Oh, of course you do. I see I've gone rogue. I remember you telling me that last time.
John Cole Morgan does his like yours. He does 1 up, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down.
I remember you telling me.
I do. It's only because that's how, like you said, it's how we're taught, isn't it?
Of course.
So Jane Alcock did the first Bargello. I did the first Bargello with Jane Alcock. And she said, because we were also doing full width of fabric. So we were doing 44 inches. So she said she also sews 1 and 2 together, 3 and 4 together, 5 and 6 together. So you've got pairs, and then you sew the pairs together, and then you sew the 4s together.
But I would do that, but there's only literally 8 in here, so I'm just going to
and they're short as well.
Yeah, they're not long.
But yeah, if you do go up and down, it stops it bananas. You see, because as a dressmaker, you never do, or I never do, 1 seam one way. Like if you're making a skirt, you don't do 1 seam one way and 1 seam the other way. Because sometimes when you push the fabric, you're going to have more. On that one, there's going to be more hem at the hem, and that one, there's going to be more at the. What are you doing?
I just put my iron on, John, because I just thought that we'll be using that in a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I love this because it's.
Which Juki machine are you using?
I'm using the NX7.
NX7, Claire. On the website, under machines, you can get it on Split Pay. Split Pay.
It is absolutely incredible, this machine.
It's the one you've got, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I'm still getting used to it. So there'll be times when I put my foot down. I think I've got my lead caught. I'm putting my foot down on pedals because it's got a right-hand side pedal as well, John, that sets you off.
I know. I do shows. I did a whole show. No, I haven't got that. I've got the Elva 680. But I do a show. I do what's it called? A show on my own when I do those. I just listen to what everything Gary says and just repeat everything.
Oh, he's amazing, isn't he?
Yeah.
I thought I'd be phoning him all the time, but actually it's quite a self-explanatory machine. It won't let you do what you're not allowed to.
Claire says, thank you, I'm still saving up for it.
Oh. So this is the most boring part of it, actually, John, all I'm doing.
I'm saying I'm a bit bored now.
Oh, thank you, yeah. But I wanted to show people how easy it was to do it.
Yes, yeah.
I found my grey. Oh. Could only be me, couldn't it, John? I got to find my white one now that I just threw to one side because I didn't need it. That's where my grey was. Some of the fabric have got white on the other side, John, just to let you know.
Yeah, no, one's been
just
printed.
just in case you didn't know.
What's the matter, Han? Oh, here's my window. Here's my front window. I don't know how well it'll come across. It's oh, there it is. There's that's how mine looks.
Oh, that's lovely.
And I did one of my Sunday sew-alongs with all the measurements and everything so people could make them as well.
Oh, I love that.
It's gorgeous.
Sorry, did you say I wasn't I normally am listening to you, every word you say. Have you still got it up, did you say?
No, what happened was it fell down. And I really should put it back up again. But then, you see, other friends of mine, and I don't want to get political now, but friends of mine who are nurses and work with medics say the clapping and the rainbows were fabulous and an uplifter, but now people they say just stay at home. The best thing to do for the NHS and everyone's health is stay at home and stick to the rules. And, you know, we appreciate the clapping and we appreciate the rainbows and everything, but the most important thing is please just stay, you know, follow the rules, just follow the rules. That'll be the more help to the NHS than anything.
It certainly will.
My brother is a surgeon in the Northwest, and his hospital is, he said it's fine, but it's packed. He said there are fewer people actually passing away with it, but there are lots and lots of people in hospital with it.
Yeah, it's not good, is it? I'm hoping it's something we'll never see again in our lifetime, John. I'm hoping so.
Hang on, I can't hear you, Hannah. Jackie, what? Oh, Jackie, we can't answer your question now, and we can't answer it where you sent it in. So if you email, Hannah will send it to the person it's to do with, right? That deals with it, because we can't do accounts and everything like that. Here's the email address. If you send it there before 1 o'clock, Hannah will forward it to the right person to be able to sort out your accounts issues. It's only because... Do what, sorry? Oh, yeah, we only say before 1 o'clock because we switch the machine off in there at 1 o'clock, you see, when we're packing everything away. And that way we know we've definitely forwarded it on. Because also, we're not in tomorrow. So if you set it after 1 o'clock, then Kat will come in tomorrow and go, what's this email about? And not understand, that's all.
So I'm just literally sewing all the strips. We get onto the fun part in a moment,
Hannah,
John.
can you get close to your microphone? Yeah. You can't carry on sewing.
Oh, it's okay. And I'm on my last one.
Okay, I'm going to be totally up front with you now. I'm going to be totally up front with you. The panel that you were sent is a slightly different blue to the panel that I was sent, right?
Right.
So we don't know at what point. This one here was the latest print. The one that I've got in my bundle here is the one that was printed most recently, which is, I think, when the machines had their service or something like that. Anyway, so we're thinking, now this is what only me and Hannah, what we're thinking, we're thinking you will definitely be sent this colour version, but if you have got one that was printed before the machine was serviced, you might get one in the slightly darker tones. There's hardly any difference. All it is mine is like Kingfisher and yours... No, mine's like Peacock and yours is like Kingfisher, really.
Yes.
It's just that slightly different tones of blue sort of thing. You will get blue, it will be beautiful, but I can't guarantee which one of those you'll get, whether you'll get your blue or you'll get my blue, that's all. But they're both lovely, aren't they?
And it is really minuscule, the difference in them. But yes, you're right that this one is a little bit deeper and that one's a little bit more bright. So whichever one you get. I've sewn them all together now, John, and all I'm going to do is iron it flat, because now I want it to be as flat as I possibly can before I do the next step.
Yes.
Now, if you turn it over and iron them, now a little trick is to iron I've just caught it there, I'm not going to unpick it, but to iron these ones, every other one, out.
Yeah.
And what that will do, I'm going to turn it round this way. So you iron every other one out, and then when we come to put the actual panel back together, when we've subcut it, we'll be able to nest, because we like a good bit of nesting.
We do indeed.
And for those that don't know what nesting is, it's simply where you've just got, you get like a biting point between the two fabrics. So I'm just going to do every other one. I'm going to open out.
You take a bit more time on yours.
Yes, please. Please do. I haven't finished yet, John, though, because what I would do now...
So, there's no bag on your table. I haven't finished yet, John.
I meant with the ironing. Oh. And I love ironing, so I could be here all day. I love ironing.
When we did 4 weddings and a funeral, one of us had to go in at 3:30 every morning to iron all the shirts, because we were on location every day. Wow. So you would drive to location, get on the back of the costume wagon and just start ironing the shirts, because there were so many shirts to iron.
The reason I haven't done it now is because I actually want to iron it this side. I was only setting it on its way there, John.
Right. Okay.
Because sometimes when you iron it on the back and turn it over, you haven't got that crisp, that pull apart. So that's just what I was doing. I was just setting it on its way, because you really do want this to be as neat as you possibly can.
You want it to be as flat as possible.
You do, at every single stage. So you can see I've got the hump there. Like you had this morning with those. No, you had this morning with the quilt. You threw those quilts.
They were just in the way. Emma needs to learn.
So you don't want any humps here.
No. It's hump day though.
Oh, it is hump day, but we don't want any humps in our sewing. We can have it on the day. I like Wednesdays.
You like Wednesdays?
I like it because literally when you go to bed, it's nearly the weekend.
You see, I've always been freelance. You see, so weekends I've never had a normal job where you work Monday to Friday and have the weekends off. I would say during my life, I've worked more weekends than I have weekdays or things. So
weekends are fun as well to work. I work. I have my machine is up all the time.
Yeah. So I don't have that. Oh, it's working to Friday. So all my friends who have proper jobs are like, nearly Friday.
How can you say yours isn't a proper job, John?
Well, it's not really, is it?
No, it's fun. It's too. I often say that.
I meant people who have to go wear a polyester suit and go and work in an office all day.
That doesn't make it proper, John.
It's a proper job, 9 to 5. Oh, okay. Monday to Friday, 9 to 5:30.
I don't know. I think back when we were younger, that would have been. But I think nowadays we're a little bit more. Anything goes, isn't it? So I've ironed it nice and flat now. It's not as good as it could be, but at home I would have a big iron and I'd take more time on it. And now what we want to do, we want to prepare it to start subcutting. So if I were just to put them together like that now, because what we're going to do, I'm going to cut them.
Yeah.
I've got a jagged edge. So all I'm simply going to do is just cut one of these edges so that it's straight, so that when I put that one to that one, it's going to be nice and straight.
Yeah.
So I had mine, but this one's longer, so I'm going to use that one. And then this...
All the rulers, if we've got them, are on the website at the moment.
This is really where you shows you out. But, oh, my goodness, that one's in line. So most of these are in line. I haven't done too bad for speed.
Don't sound so surprised.
Well, I surprised myself then, John. And all I'm going to do, and as always, I always give you more than you need. But don't cut, don't do it in here like that, because otherwise you're not going to have enough.
Well, you're only squaring off the edge.
That's all I am doing. I could have said that, John, and made it sound much easier, couldn't I? I know. And that's all I'm doing. So I'm just making that edge square. And now I'm going to place, so this is row 8 and that's row 1. I'm going to place them together. Now because I've squared it off, if I start sewing from this end, it's going to be nice and straight.
When you do a full width of fabric, there's bound to have been some movement. So what you need to do is just hold it up like this and let it drop. And your top might not, even if you squared it off, the top might not be in exactly the right place, because you just want it hanging. Yes. You don't want any twists in it whatsoever. You just want it hanging perfectly.
Nice and flat you want it. I mean, it looks really easy so far, doesn't it, John?
Yeah.
So.
While Wendy's sewing that, I've got a message apparently to show you.
Oh.
Bottom. Felt a bit overwhelmed with everything when I woke up, but Sewing Street is such a tonic. Thank you all so much for keeping spirits up. Lots of love from Elizabeth in West Yorkshire. Elizabeth, it's our pleasure, totally our pleasure. You don't know, this is, the thing is, during the lockdown and everything, I did Facebook Lives every week and everything, and all the ladies and gentlemen were like, oh, you've kept me going, you've kept me going. doing the Facebook Lives is what kept me. They thought I was doing them a favour, and it's the same here. We're honoured to be able to be here,
absolutely.
to be able to do this for you, because we love doing it and we know you're loving watching it. So it's all, you know, we're getting as much out of it as you are, believe you me.
And in my bedtime reading, because I always have like half an hour on screen before, I know you shouldn't have it on screen before you go to bed, but that's the only time I can get, and I love catching up with what everyone's made, and there's some incredible makes everyone has.
Right.
So all I've done now, I've actually just turned them round because I want the white one, which is here, to be at the top, at the front, because now what I'm going to do, John, I'm going to draw a line across that white one. Okay.
Right.
Now I've just drawn it here. I know my pen. I know my pen very well, so I know that I will be able to get that out.
Right.
Some people have said that when you put an iron on these, that it sets it in. I've never found that. If you're a little bit unsure, then just draw above the line.
Right.
So that it's going to be concealed anyway. As I say, I'm really confident I will be able to get that out afterwards.
Right.
But because I've turned it round, my square edge is that edge, which is fine for you, John, because you're right-handed, aren't you? I've just noticed you've got a load of birds on your shirt.
Yeah, it's my fat shirt, this one, because
notice
the one I wanted to wear didn't fit.
Your fat shirt on, okay. So I'm now going to have to square the other end up, because if you're right-handed, that's fine.
Yeah.
All I'm going to do is just square it up. And again, I'm going to, I want to not to do it too much, because I have given, I think it's a couple of inches, I've given you more than you need, but I don't want to eat that up. Right, so now I've got both my ends straight and I've got this line, which is going to help me then when I've subcut. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut into sections. And it's all explained in here. So you start off with 3 inches, then go down half an inch, till you get to your 1.5, and then go up again. I will actually just show you, John, if you wanted to make, and there would be enough to do this, if you wanted to make it a little bit square, your bag, so if you just want a slightly bigger bag, and you will have enough because I've made another bag out of it, then instead of starting with 3, you start with 3.5 inches.
Oh, okay.
So, but then you go down half an inch, and that just makes it a little bit squarer.
Yeah.
So then all we're going to do, we're going to cut them out. Now, what I would normally use is my Stripology.
They're out of stock at the moment. I've got a mini one there which you could use.
That's fine. I'll do, because I know a lot of people have these anyway. So all I'm going to do, so I am now going to start from this side, and I'm going to cut 3 inches. Right there, just going to line up. I'm going to get that right angle at the bottom. And then I'm going to cut 3 inches. And move it out of the way. I'm going to, don't get them out of order, so keep them in the same order. So 3 inches, then I'm going to go down to 2.5 inches. And then 2 inches. It's gone very quiet in here. You're concentrating again, John.
You are, yeah.
2, 3, 2.5, 2. I can hear them laughing in there. 1.5. And then, did we say we couldn't go down to 1? We did a fib. You can go down to 1. Because,
because you're taking half an inch off.
So
no, you said you couldn't go to half an inch.
Half an inch, that's it, yes. So we go down to...
Because I said the smallest one of mine was half an inch. You can't do half an inch.
Yes, you can't, right. So we do our 1.
But it gets very, very fiddly.
I can imagine. And then we go back up. So we've gone down, and now we go back. So that 1 is our centre one. So now we go to 1.5. And I guess if you do it a little bit... if you do it different, if you want to start a bit to get it square,
the thing is, with Bargellos, you don't have to. You've got you're graduated yours.
I have,
but what you can do, like on mine, it went 5.5, 3.5, 3, 2, 1.5. You know, you can do them all different widths.
But that's what makes everyone individual, and they're all unique. Because as long as you keep the strips, obviously they're 2.5 inch strips. If you change that, then it would look all higgledy-piggledy. You wouldn't be able to do it. So as long as the strips, it doesn't really matter about your width, does it?
Jane Alcott made me last Christmas. She made me a Bargello quilt in bright colours, and it just goes on and on and on. It's fantastic.
Wow. So I'm just going to cut my last one out, and you can see I've got a little bit left over. If you do decide to do yours a bit longer, then what you need to do is calculate because obviously I've done it to this length for the strip.
Yeah.
It's probably better just to use a whole strip and then just use what you need.
Yeah.
So I've now got my denominations and I've kept all my blue lines in the same. So now what's going to happen, before I sew them back together, well, first of all you unpick them, then you sew them back. Before I do that, I want to move the position of this blue line. So that's why I've done it so that one of the fabrics has a line on.
Right.
So all we want to do now is, and you'll see, I'll just show you, it's a loop now because it's sewed together.
We'll just come in on that. There you go.
It's a loop.
Yeah.
So we're now just going to take that loop and change. I do apologise, I've got my machine in the way. The only downside about the machine is that it's massive, which is good as well. So we're going to take the second one and we're just going to move it down one position.
Right.
So the blue line has gone from there down to there. With the next one, we move it down 2 positions. So it's going down here. This one, we move it all the way to the bottom. Don't be tempted to turn it round to get the line down there because obviously your fabrics are in a certain order. That one stays where it is, and it does tell you in there that 1, 5 and 9 you don't touch. So now we want to, and then 2 and 8 you do the same, and 3.
Oh, it's very different to mine then, yeah.
Right.
But that's what causes yours to be like a...
It's kind of symmetric.
Eiffel Tower, and mine was like an arch. Yes.
So now with this one has to mirror this one. It does state it all in there what one's to do. So then I just move that one down to there. That one has to mirror, that one has to mirror that one. Then that one has to mirror that one. And then that one just goes down one. So now you can see that because I've put a pen mark on there, I can just check that my pen mark goes down, it's at the top, and then it goes up. So I know that I've got everything in the right place. So now I can go ahead and unpick everything. So what we're interested...
Not everything.
Well, all the strips.
Yes.
Yeah, not everything, we don't want to unpick. So all now interested is this top line.
Yeah.
Because we're going to undo them and fold them back down. I'm going to keep them where they are for the moment, just in case, you know, the wind blows or the dog runs in, so that I know that they're in the right place. Now, when you're unpicking, we've done that 1.2 inch seam now, so it's going to be a little bit more scary to do it, but it's well worth it because we now know that those ends are intact. All these ones that we're not touching are intact. So and you've got a couple of choices. You can get the seam. You can get your seam ripper. If you're going to do this one, please, please be careful with them because these are lethal, aren't they? So you just put it in and put your little knobble at the bottom so that it doesn't catch your fabric, and then just rip it across. It is worth just taking a little bit of time with this. Or you could use your electric, your battery one.
Yeah.
So I might get him out because he's a little bit... It's a bit noisy though, I do apologise, John. It's like it's having a shave, isn't it?
Yes, Sally-Ann Harrison does that. She bought me a pink one as a Christmas present.
Lovely. But I'm now going to, once I've unpicked them, I'm going to put them back down where they were.
Yeah.
And as I say, it is worth, I didn't pull it apart once, John, and I caught the end and it made a hole. And I wasn't happy. It does sound a bit painful, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you know it's not going to cut the fabric.
Exactly. And it's worth taking your time over this one because you really don't want to cut the fabric.
Yeah. Is yours a beard trimmer? That's a man's beard trimmer. No, that's what mine is. That's what mine is. But they do. You can use a beard trimmer, or they do sell. I think we haven't got them in stock. We sell one.
The only reason I'm using that is because you haven't got yours in stock. Yeah. So, but yes, it's a little travel one. But you do, because I have done that 1.2, which as I say, I wanted. Then it just makes this a little bit harder to do.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounded very painful, that one, didn't it? These are such fun to make, but I think, as you say, a lot of people shy away from them because they look really, really complicated. Yes. And I would not use the word complicated, I'd use the word fiddly if I was using...
Because there are a lot of seams to match as well.
Exactly, exactly. So, do you mind? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, John, I could... That was annoying me, so it must have been annoying you. Yeah, it's very warm in here today. My hands are always cold though, John. I've always got cold hands. Always got cold hands.
Oh, no, turn the aircon off now.
Yeah, I've always got cold hands.
But it was cold in here.
And cold feet.
Oh, really? Yeah. It's circulation, isn't it?
Yeah.
They say the best way to get a good night's sleep is to have some bed socks.
But no. I might try that though.
No, I said that, and I bought some from somewhere like Fat Face or the White Stuff or something like that.
Yeah.
And you get the best night. They're so light.
Are you serious?
Because I couldn't wear normal socks in bed.
I don't get
but these are like very fluffy, like lightweight socks. I don't know what they mean. You'll know. They're knitted of like Angora-y sort of stuff.
I've got an image of you now going to bed and I can't.
Some of them are blue and white spots. Some are blue and white spots, and then I've got green and blue stripes.
Thank you for that image, John.
That's
Now
all right.
that is
And
lovely. Thank you.
Even if you don't wear pyjamas, your feet
just wear your bed
are
socks.
cosy, and you get the best night's sleep.
So now
Here's Elliot. He's the same. He wears bed socks as well.
I'm going to try that tonight.
Do.
I'll let you know if I
But
actually
they have to be
sleep.
socks that you. If I think, because I can't wear, like when I used to wear my watch, I can't wear a watch or jewellery in bed or anything like that at night.
Yeah.
But I couldn't wear normal socks, that the fitted socks. These are just like soft and squishy.
Oh, I'm going to get some. Oh, I could make
Nikki says,
myself.
I use one of those to shave the dog's feet. Oh, nice. Shave the dog's feet.
That is a good idea. That is a good
Have
idea.
a dog first. Then.
Yeah, you do. I've got a dog. Got a dog.
It was Nikki's birthday this week. Right.
So now I've undone just the top seams, John. I've done all the top seams. And as I say, I keep them like that for the moment, just so I can see that I've got them in the right place. And then all you do is undo them. And you'll see the pattern emerge.
There you go.
So it's now got its pattern. I mean, personally, it's upside down for me because I've got the white at the bottom, but once I've sewn it, I should just turn it around. And now all we do is just sew it back in the order. And I could press it and I could pin it, John, but I'm not going to because we've got not a huge amount of time.
This is very reminiscent of Emma Bradford's Night Sky in New York, isn't it? When we did, it was a sewing quarter, we did a Christmas week, and she did like the buildings, the triangles were all in pale blues and silvers, and then the ones at the top were dark blue.
Oh, wow.
So it created like the New York skyline.
Oh, I bet
and
that was lovely.
it looked fantastic.
I bet that was lovely. So I don't know if we can come in on this one now.
Yeah.
This is what the nesting is.
Oh, hang on. Do you want to see it from the front or above? Seeing it from above?
Yeah, if you can get in. So you can see that the two fabrics, one's folded that way and one's folded that way. So when you butt them up, you get a kind of resistance. So that's just what nesting means. So I'm just going to set that first nest in. And then I'm going to start sewing.
Right.
If you are new to it, I would recommend that you would pin.
Yeah, just one pin across the diagonal of each junction, because otherwise if it moves and you get to the end, it's so depressing.
I would recommend that.
And now, what are you sewing size 6?
Now I'm going to increase it to a 2.4 because all I wanted to do with the subcutting was protect my ends, and I don't need to do that now.
Okay.
So we can carry on, and that'll be a little bit quicker as well.
Okay. You've got 7 minutes,
oh,
just so you know.
Okay.
You can make 2 in that time.
Won't.
Oh, Trisha, my love, don't be writing the measurements down. They're all in the instructions.
Oh, yes, they're all in the instructions.
Angela sent us a message on the bottom.
Ooh.
Fab demo, as always, from Wendy. Love Bargello. Just wish I hadn't thrown my electric seam ripper out by accident, Ange.
Oh, no.
What were you using it for, Ange?
Oh, dear, that set Hannah off.
Well, she might have been using it to do the dog's feet, like Nikki,
she might have been using it to do the dog. I'm sure there's many uses for it, John. So now I've sewn the two together.
Yeah.
And then all I'm going to do is just add the next and the next. And I don't pin, but I would, as I say, recommend that you pin because it's going to be quite noticeable if these are out.
Yeah. No.
So I'll just put my foot down, John.
You put your foot down.
I did, I put my foot down. I don't do that very often. Just taking it with me.
You're going to send, I'm just talking to Hannah now.
Oh.
You're going to send Claire an email to say sorry for being aggressive to her this morning as well then. Oh, no, we didn't need to know that, thank you.
Oh, dear.
Lo's telling us what she uses her clippers for. I'm not reading it out.
I think she did that on purpose, John.
She did.
to make you read it out, yeah.
Of course she did. Of course she did. She's so sitting there eating a, what was it? What was she making? Some blueberry and chocolate tart.
Lovely. Lovely. And then that's all we do. You just keep adding on and on and on. It does get a little bit scary when you get to the 1.5 inches because if you go off a little bit, then it's going to be wobbly in the middle. But it's your project. Just make it
Anna says she's very
it.
wobbly in the middle.
Aren't we all after Christmas, John?
It was Christmas and a year's lockdown.
Oh, yes.
No, my Christmas was very frugal.
Oh, was it?
I had egg and chips for Christmas dinner. I was on when we were here.
Oh, of course
we were here.
you
I love egg
didn't
and chips. Egg and chips is my favourite meal. But we were here in the morning, and then after we went here, I went home. I finished watching Miss Marple that I started watching the night before with Joan Collins in it. Had coffee and cake. Had a family Zoom. Went to check my neighbours.
Yeah.
And then I got home and I had egg and chips for my tea.
Wow.
And 0% alcohol Prosecco.
Right,
I was in bed and asleep by 9:10. That's how interesting my Christmas
Really?
day
Are you
was.
quite happy for me to just carry on?
Yeah,
or?
please do.
Okay.
Well, unless you want to show the construction of the bag, you've got other bits to show the construction. You've got how many minutes, Emma? 12?
Oh, no.
Oh, nine minutes. 9 minutes.
Because I just wanted to show you how easy it was to put the panel together. I have actually, I can't remember what, I've had so many sleeps since then, John. Well, not very well, but I've had sleeps. I did show you how to construct a bag. I think it might have been the Colour Me In panel. So there are tutorials. I'm sure was it the Colour Me In, I think. Christmas.
The Christmas Colour Me In, yes, you did.
I think I actually showed how to construct, which is very similar to this. So
but the instructions are in here anyway, aren't they?
All in there, all the steps for you.
And the bag is fully lined as well.
It is.
And look, there's a whole page here. Let me show you here.
Yeah. It's all lined.
There's a whole page here of assembling the bag at the back.
And as always, I'm always here. If anyone needs to ask anything, just ask me.
Yeah, now.
And I'm always
How would you like to get in touch with you on the Instagram page?
They can tag me on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Oh, on the
Sewing Street. Yeah, just
Street
tag me
Facebook
and
page,
I will. Yeah, because I know there was a couple of ladies that the zip was a little bit challenging on the bug thing. But it's just literally getting your head around it. So I'm always there if you need to ask anything. Just ask.
You see, I think Lo might be drunk. Don't think she was watching coffee earlier, drinking coffee earlier, because she's sending messages now on our Facebook page. And she went, oops, that wasn't meant for you.
Okay. But as long as she's having fun.
Yeah.
And making us giggle, John. That's good.
Yeah.
We like to be entertained as well, not just the entertainers, John.
Educational, just say.
Oh, entertainment. Well, no, yes, we are very educational.
Educational.
Yes, educational, yes.
Bang. You just knock your microphone there, Han. She's not even taking any notice of you
She's
now.
given up with you, hasn't
She's not
she?
even looking this way.
No, she's given up with you, John.
You just
She's
knocked your
given up with
microphone.
you.
I said, don't knock your microphone, Han.
She's not listening, is she?
She's having a week today. She's having a bit of a
I thought you
week.
were about to say
Not
she's
today.
having a week.
She's having a bit of a week this week.
Oh,
She's
okay.
off tomorrow, everyone.
Oh, that's okay for her. I must say she's been fine with me, John.
No. Well, yes, she's been fine with you because she got rid of all her anger towards Elliot and poor old
Oh,
Claire
okay.
But she's been having a week where lots has gone wrong, shall I say.
Oh, yes. I've had a few of those weeks recently, but put it away.
Nikki spent most of this week drunk, she says. That's nice.
Well, at least she's honest.
It was her birthday this week. It was her birthday, so she's allowed.
She's allowed.
I haven't had a drink for 2 years now. What date is it today?
Wow.
17th. No, 13th. 2 years and 13 days.
Wow. I don't drink. Although I did have Bucks Fizz at Christmas.
Oh.
At Christmas.
I like Cheryl best. Who do you like best? Making your mind.
I can't remember their names.
Cheryl, Jay, Mike, and...
Oh, okay then.
What was the other boy called? Mike Nolan, Cheryl, Jay, and... I want to call him Dave, but he wasn't Dave, was he?
Oh gosh, someone will tell us. I loved them.
Oh, 1978.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, are you a bit of a Eurovision fan?
No, it's because I was doing my final teaching practice
Oh,
at the time.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking rubbish. It wasn't 78, it was 81. 81. I was doing my final teaching practice and on the bus going to the school every morning they used to play Bucks Fizz Midnight. It was a private bus. It wasn't a South Yorkshire bus.
Right, Right, we're on our last, this is our second to last one. So this is how quickly this does, you know, I've cut it and sewn it.
Yeah.
And then we just do our last one.
Brilliant.
And then what I would do is if it needs a little bit of squaring off, I would...
Oh no! Wendy will be so annoyed when she sees that she's sewn that strip on upside down.
Are you taking the mickey out?
That's what somebody just messaged in. Who's it from? Jennifer. Have you? Just keep sewing. We'll have a look at it.
Hang on.
Jennifer, you might be, because the camera was upside down.
No, it probably is me, John.
Lo says she really misses doing her shows and entertaining people. I bet you do, Lo.
It will happen again. It will happen.
Oh, no.
It will. We don't know where or when yet, but it will happen.
Yeah.
I will be very cross if I have done it upside down, John. That's because...
Hannah, it's not the weekend tomorrow. Hannah's sculpture. I can't wait for the weekend.
It is for Hannah if she's off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. Right, now let's see if I've done
I don't
this
think there is one upside down, Wendy, is there?
See, I didn't think it was, because this one has to be the fifth one. Down. No, sorry.
No.
Well, that had me going for a while then. Yeah,
Jennifer, what were you watching,
don't do
Jennifer?
That to me. It's because this one in the middle
Yes.
stays in the middle.
Right.
Because if you turned it round the other way, then it's going to be the same anyway.
Yeah.
And I do know what she's saying.
No, hang
that's
on.
right. No,
It's
that's
the
right.
stripe. Oh, no. Anyway, carry on.
But if it is the wrong way round, that's my artistic flair.
Yes, exactly.
All you would do now is just turn it over on the back and just iron it completely flat. How long have we got, John?
How long we got, Emma? 1 minute.
Oh, well, that's not going to be enough to
No.
do it. So I just want to show you. So we've now got the two panels the same.
Yeah.
And I am going to, well, when I say the same, we've got the same colourway. So I went with white, dark, pale. So I went with the same. And then all you would do then is just square them off if you need to. You probably won't need to because you'll be a bit neater than I am.
Yeah.
But then you use this to cut your lining out.
Right.
Don't be tempted to try and cut lining out first because you want it to be exactly the same as your bag.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just make two straps out of the white,
Mm-hmm.
and then you sew them all together, and it is very self-explanatory in there, but as I say, if anyone is unsure or needs any help, just message me
Give us a
and
message.
I
Brilliant.
will help you.
Thank you very much indeed.
Very
Right,
welcome.
round up. When are you back in, sorry?
27th, I think.
27th, she
I think.
thinks. Right, next, first. Well, Misty Blue, what you get in your bundle is you get your Wendy Orlando instructions, you get the metre of white fabric, plus you get the panel, the blue panel. It's obviously bigger than that. Let me open it up for you. Bobby G, that was the fourth one. Thank you, Bobby G. Oh, we're making who smile? Leslie, we're making Leslie smile. Thank you, Leslie, my love. Right, so that's the first bundle, £22.99. The second bundle is the one, this one that's already made up. So you get the instructions, a metre of the white fabric, and this. Now, this is slightly different because you get half. You get the same amount of fabric, but the half and half. It's a half and half one, that one. £22.99. Then I've got two panels on their own. Those two have instructions. These don't have. The instructions aren't available on their own. This is Marmalade. This is the one that Wendy's other bag was made out of, the one that she tried at the beginning and did a sample at the beginning. But you don't have to make the bag out of this. You could just buy this because they're 2.5-inch strips, like buying a jelly roll, design roll even. £19.99. And then, of course, we have the pastel one. Again. There you go. There you go, look. Gorgeous. Right, that's it. Oh, that's it. Right, now I need to tell you, tomorrow's menu for Sewing Street is here. Michael Miller's Happy Days Fabric. Oh, Barbara McClay's in tomorrow, look. Sew a Baby Laundry Bin, Barbara McClay. Hannah's very depressed because Barbara would have been bringing lots of soldiers with her. She's not really, but sewing room tools at 10 o'clock, Hexie purse with Barbara at 11, and sewing machines at 12. Is it Vic's tomorrow? Yeah, Vic's tomorrow. Right, now, this is where I have to say goodbye from Sewing Street, but we need to say hello to Yarn Lane. If you're watching on the telly, you don't need to do anything, just stay where you are. If you're watching on the website, on YouTube or on Facebook, you need to now go and look for the Yarn Lane TV and watch on there. If you've bought anything from Sewing Street this morning and you buy something from Yarn Lane, your P&P is covered. However, the items that are on Yarn Lane will not appear on the Sewing Street website, and vice versa. The things from Sewing Street will not appear on Yarn Lane website. Two completely separate entities. We need to go now. We've got Sam Sabido coming up, and we're doing Needle Puncher. We will see you the other side of this in Yarn Lane in 3 minutes from now.